Workers, students, and families were able to reach their destinations. The initiative was widely welcomed, including by the Prime Minister, who publicly praised the officers for their outstanding leadership, compassion, and service to the public. In a statement shared on social media, Mrs. Prasad-Bisesa noted that the TTPS went beyond the call of duty by assisting stranded commuters, supporting vulnerable individuals, and demonstrating the service's core values. The TTPS said the initiative reflects its continued commitment to both public safety and the community support, particularly in times of need. In other news, this country ranks third in the English-speaking Caribbean for suicide rates, with men accounting for 83% of cases. Experts say this state of mind can be deeply isolating, often leaving individuals to grapple with suicidal thoughts. One organization, the I Matter movement, is working to reduce these numbers through personalized support, open conversations, and stronger community engagement.
Fashion does not discriminate. Mental health challenges do not discriminate. They don't ask your race. They do not ask your religion. They do not ask your gender, your sexual orientation. They do not ask where you live or how much money you have. And neither would the I Matter movement ask those questions.
At the launch of the I Matter movement, founder Satish Ramjas described it as a safe, inclusive space offering professional, holistic support rooted in personal experience and community care. Dr. Vasant Basdeo of the Holistic Medical Center Limited noted that 1 in 6 persons in the nation struggle silently with depression, and that by age 65, nearly everyone will have experienced some form of mental health disorder. He emphasized this remains a challenging reality in Trinidad and Tobago, as stigmas surrounding the issue still remain prevalent.
Because I realize in my 15 years of clinical practice, patients don't come to me and say, I'm depressed. In Trinidad, that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign of vulnerability that, especially the men, we don't like to show.
More than the launch of an organization, organizers say the movement is built on hope, compassion, understanding, and the constant reminder that you are not alone in this fight. In some sport now, javelin world champion Keyshawn Walcott started his 2026 season with a bronze medal at the Wanda Diamond League meet in Rabat, Morocco on Sunday. Walcott registered 82.52 meters to capture third place in the event, with Grenada's Anderson Peters taking the gold medal with a throw of 86.09 meters, while the silver was taken by Sri Lanka's Rumesh Taranga, who managed 85.97 meters. Walcott's efforts contained an opening throw of 80.63 meters, followed by 76.93 and 75.7 meters, before registering the bronze medal performance. The next stop for the Diamond League is Rome, Italy on June 4th, followed by Stockholm, Sweden, Oslo, Norway, and Paris, France, to complete the June lineup. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vermala Bakaran. Good morning, Vermala.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I missed you yesterday. We didn't get to interact at all.
I know. I missed you so much. I wish you were there with us.
We weren't even in the same building, you know. They're trying to keep us apart from
I know, but you know what? We're fighting that because I'm back today.
Yes.
But yesterday was actually really, really fun. We were at TTDRM and, the entire crew. We had such a great time and we met so many cool people. We also met, did you see Mr. Weatherman?
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That's sounding too good to be true.
Looking for something tasty? Then head down to Shamil's Food Place located at 502 Rochard Road, Penal, where flavor meets satisfaction every single day. From hot breakfast favorites like stewed liver and gizzard, their signature fried chicken sandwiches, hot sada roti, and fry bake with different veggies like fried aloo, bhaji, to mouth-watering lunch specials including curry duck, curried chicken, curried goat, stewed chicken, pilau, soups, fried rice, plain rice, dal, and their hot, tasty dal puri. And not forgetting the street food favorites, doubles, sahina, palori, and baigani with sauce to complement. Breakfast, lunches available Monday to Saturday. And they also do catering for any events, whether big or small. Bus up shot, made by orders. So call or WhatsApp 317-3889 to order. Check them out at 502 Rochard Road, Penal. Shamil's Food Place.
Order, think deeper. Talk City 91.1 FM. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang,
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah! Ha!
Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy.
Yes, good morning, Anderson Wilson, and Mr. Pleasant. Good morning to all the people out there in the Beatum. Just taking a check back from yesterday's broadcast, or you being a journalist giving us live from on the Beatum there exactly what's going on the bus route. Are you seeing this? Well, we know how things went on yesterday, please God. How things looking this morning?
Andy, I will say pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. I saw about 4 maxis that was early on, like around 5-ish, and that's it. But now, but you're seeing the heavy presence of the police, which we always in. Does we see the police more than we enter KFC. KFC is open for 365 days for the year, especially that one in Independence Square, then it's closed Christmas Day. We see the police on Christmas Day as we speak. As we speak, and they have a jeep going down, 2 officers at the back, then the priority bus shoot. As we speak now, one going on Main Street, then some officers stopped this morning, they say, and there's no going on. I said, well, I don't know why only wasting all our resource since yesterday, all these resources, all wasting since yesterday, you know. I said, I have no roadblock on the Beatum. You know, we know you see kind of protest. I said, well, no. I see somebody protest and all. If I see somebody have any idea in their head to form any kind of demonstration, Andy, I'll be the first to let the authorities know. We don't want that in Beatum here. Right? What we need in Beatum is employment, but there's no Beatum. Whenever the Beatum block the highway, because we are situated amongst 40 looks highways, So then have a police officer who live high up. He on patrol as well. He said, well, I tell him it's not a protest. They say, well, by intelligence. So could have people using phone and doing the thing below the law. But it doesn't, most likely, will not have no protest. It doesn't have no protest. And most likely, I doubt it ever have a protest for me know about. If I go on in Spain, somebody go call me and tell me, well, them fellas going on protest. So sometimes, I'd have a lot of youth down here too, and in the East West Coast in Trinidad and Tobago, who doing something
right, but what I call for, right? But what I call for is to find out if the Beatum the same, if the bus shoot is the same as yesterday, which barely any
same as yesterday.
Right, but somebody told me different. Somebody told me it looked like them men and them maxi come out like the break that. They see more maxis now than yesterday.
Well,
so men realize it is the second of the month.
I want to thank the Minister of Transport or whoever had met with the association, because we can't go by as some people calling different program and different frequency. And let me tell someone, look, listeners and call us something. We can't fight fire with these maxi drivers, Andy.
All right, but I don't go now.
Just now, man. The country can't take this. The country can't take this for the weekend. So wherever it is, let me look at the way forward. If they have to be paid, whatnot, we can't resume halfway. Because the citizens, school children, those who doing exam, they cannot take this. Right? So I hope is have a better way forward than
So
that.
you are calling on the
Just-
minister to see how you can rectify this situation?
Not only the minister, I think the minister met with them. You know, the public and the whole. I mean, they should not vex with them. Everybody rights is to protest. Do not infringe on the Maxi Taxis Association rights. If they say they're shutting down, we need to adjust ourselves to this situation. Police coming back up again. The police presence is good. Because let me close by saying this. We are situated amongst 4 deluxe highways, Andy. And if the beat and block the road, so the police have to watch the beat and if the beat and block the road, the whole country does shut down. The whole, Mr. Good morning to Superintendent Rami Saeed that's coming from south. And the civil traffic all up here, you know, and the smoke going on down there. So nothing on the beatum, no protest on the beatum. We have nothing really to protest for. Things that we protest for, we respect the state of emergency.
And next, anytime you say no protest, and we talk about Maxi, but you keep with beatum and protest. Beatum and protest.
Because the police said they have intelligence, but the Maxi, where Maxi is concerned, you're not getting none. So I'm also calling on the commissioner for the great job they said they did with about 5 or 8 or how much. I mean, they are the fire service, the police service, all of them are buses, all of them are buses. All the buses today.
Trying to be going to see and the same with that talk there. That talk there, he talking there, look out for protest. I know the man, look out for protest. You see that kind of talk he talking there and for the Leaks highway and know we behaving and we not
You're shopping the street and tell the public. You're shopping the street telling the public. I telling you, beat some people that have no protest down here. You say look out for a protest.
Not today, not today.
This is antique. The BTM is situated amongst 4 deluxe highways.
We know that. All right. Next. I just called to find out what was going on the bus route there. You know, let me see if anybody else different. Because yesterday really and truly ended up very hectic. Yeah, very, very, very hectic. Let me just make one more call. Find out if things running. And how things running. Oh boy. Well, Anderson Wilson, Trinidad and Tobago said that yesterday is just like today. He only see 4 maxis or 5 maxis. Within that time, and they only be 10 years there. So we just get from the individual that we talked to yesterday, please God, that will be commuting from Port of Spain straight to Arima to Grande. Let's hear. A pleasant good morning to you. I wonder if they're there, boy. Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Well, I know you may be in commute at this point in time. Could you tell us, well, we got a report from the BTM that things are the same. In your commute from Port of Spain and on your way to where you're heading at, from on the bus route side?
Right now, I can be standing on the bus. In Port of Spain, standing on.
Right, and going up the BTM, how is it? Is it looking like
it was really dead, and a lot of people waiting for transfer.
You're dead, so it really have no a lot of maxis still in come out.
Yeah, you can tell maxi 1-1.
You only getting 1-1. Yeah. But a lot of people outside waiting for maxi. A lot of people out there waiting for maxi.
Yeah.
All right then. All right, thank you so much.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you. But it looked like that strike or that thing, like it's successful. I thought Men Belly would have eventually cave in, Trinidad and Tobago don't strike for long. Men studying well, today is his second. They had a mortgage to pay, the rent to pay, the children to send to school, light bill, phone bill. I mean, and the wife might be watching them cut eye. What says thou?
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning to you, Lennox.
Oh, you didn't want to comment on that yet. Lennox Smith, good morning to you. Well, you see, the police service sent out about 5 maxi or so. Everybody trying to help, but it was hectic. What do you say? Are you saying that they're having a successful strike at this point in time? Or do you think they'll break before the 3 days?
Well, before of course, I
refer to my manners, I want to say that is a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
Mixed bag?
Yeah, a mixed bag, meaning that today Route 1 will be coming out. That is official. Route 3, I think, no, 4 and 5 will be coming out. And I think Route 4 yesterday did, in fact, almost not participated because people were saying that they were getting
but you gotta tell me where's the route, you know. You just tell me
from San Fernando to La Brea, etc. You know, you have the black band, you have the brown band,
right?
So the blue band, which is exclusive to Tobago.
Right, the Route 4.
That
one. That way, San Fernando to La Brea, to what?
Yes. Yeah.
Them
San
come
Fernando to La Brea. You have the black band. Yeah, San Fernando to La Brea and environs there, and then you have Route 4, Route 3, which would be in the central area there, but I think that is more brown, I believe it is, that is going on the heading east, is it? East, yes, but in south.
Go on the
so you
laptop
have
now.
the
Go on the
black-
laptop and they'll just tell me
Yeah.
where's the MB.
Yes, I'll get it specifically for you. But I know for a fact that the red band, which of course is the east-west corridor, that is Route 2, will maintain the strike today. That's for sure. That is why you are hearing that, because you have interviewed a person that would be taking their transportation on that route. But if you would have listened, or if you would have interviewed someone from Route 4, you'll have a different story.
The green band.
Route 3 is green band. So you have
them coming out today.
Yeah. They have decided to support the efforts of Route 2, but one for sure coming out, which is yellow band. They are coming out for sure, and the black
like
and
Diego Martin
black
and thing, you know.
brown
Them other come out,
continue.
them hungry.
Yeah.
Remember them
Yeah,
are paying them
and
MPs, you know. Wherever pay them MPs,
Tobago,
people hungry, you know.
I don't know what is happening in Tobago per se, but it's a mixed bag, as I said, which of course is exclusively blue. All right.
They're going to take no part of that. It is what it is.
Well, they did yesterday. So we would want to hear what is happening from the information we have. They did take part yesterday. We want to know, because they say they're in sympathy with the maxi drivers in Trinidad. So I hope that we'll get a lot of calls from Tobago today to give us an appreciation as to what has happened. Having said that, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, South, South, Central in Trinidad, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. So that's the status, apart from, of course, some 6 murders over 7. If you consider the body that was found in Mova, it will be 7, and a bloody weekend clearly, and it is attracting the attention as usual of the police. I understand it's 7 short in terms of comparative months for last year. Well, so far 7 short of what transpired last year. All right.
I try to get in contact with the Maxi Taxi Association.
At the tone, please record.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them here. See, go give you a definition exactly of what it is going on. I find like it's good. Everybody should have come out, man. Come out and but man, don't leave the public to tie up so. Especially if you know they ain't going to hold the belly for long.
Well, as we predicted, the PH drivers, they made a harvest, a bumper harvest yesterday.
PH
and I'm sure they're
drivers.
hoping that could happen today as well.
So PH drivers eat a good food.
Yeah.
Every,
So, well, if
every
them don't
trip,
want the
every
money,
trip,
they want it.
every trip the car full.
Yes. And of course, we have to commend the police service for deploying 5 buses of their
At the
own
tone,
fleet
please
to assist, particularly, and they were very focused, children and the elderly, and then when that would have been completed,
I'm
then
not
focus on
commenting the
other
police. I'm not commenting the police service on that at all. First, they see how they can deploy buses faster on this situation. I will commend them when people make a phone call. Mova police station, Dugumatin police station, Forest police station, Shogunas police station. Is this for Shogunas police station? Kuva police station. Yeah, look, somebody breaking in. Look, somebody in front of the place. They think. And in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes time, people reach. They reach. Yeah. Yeah, hooray. For send on Maxis to help people commute. But boo! When coming out to people calling for police to attend that situation, they're taking hours to come. That your comment? You go so low, Lennox Smith? You want to commend them for that?
Well, obviously, a fellow like me will know that those are two separate situations that requires.
No, well, don't commend them for that at all.
Attention. So
that's small.
I empathize, sympathize
That's no right to do that.
with your focus, but on this occasion, I think the police must be commended.
Well, all right. People might agree with you. People might not agree with you. People might agree with me. People might agree with me. I am saying that way commending them. I not commending them on that. I want to condemn on swift action when it comes to people making phone calls and attending to people home.
Well, I may be in a similar view as far as that is concerned. So thus emphasizing is two different situations. But I noticed that Sinanan came out and speak as well on the matter. He said that you mustn't trivialize the concerns of the maxi taxis. But the fact that he could put in his presence after such a long dormancy suggests something a little more. And of course, in the discussions with the Minister of Transport, there was a lot of information coming out that it seemed to have gone have taken a political slant. And to hear, of course, Sinanan and they talking, it means that one can safely say that, in fact, it is so. But the maxi taxis representatives are saying that they were dissatisfied with the outcome of that meeting because there were more referrals than anything else. When they talk about the terminus and they were told, they were referred to the Ministry of Works. When they talked about money, they were referred to the Ministry of Education, and so on and so forth. When one would have expected that at least a team representing all the stakeholders would have been, in session to provide the necessary answers to the questions and the issues that would have been in the public domain, unless, of course,
you find it has been.
Of course, there are certain elements that are disconnected to what is really happening in the society surrounding that particular matter.
You find that this whole situation is being handled good. I can recall under former transport transport minister, which used to be under Works, Jack Warner. And Jack Warner was out early day advocating, watching, making sure buses running, letting the people know how this going to be handled, talking to the commuter, however. Are you seeing that with this commissioner of, not commissioner, but transport minister, Mr. Eli Zakru? Are you seeing that level of communication when it comes to the public? I'm just asking.
I am not seeing that one-stop shop arrangement where answers to this critical matter, because it's hundreds, if not thousands, of commuters are affected, and therefore the productivity of the country will also be affected, particularly along the east-west corridor, which, of course, they have said that they would sustain their position, so they will be going for the long haul, the 3 days. And to be told that you had to talk to the Minister of Works, and you had to talk to the Minister of Finance, and you had to talk to the Minister of Education. Come on. While I understand that the Prime Minister did read the RAT Act and tell people to stay in their lane, even, of course, they said in one instance they had to talk to the Ministry of Homeland Security on another matter, which is, of course, the one dealing with security for the operators of these maxi taxis. So there is too much what I consider to be fragmentation. And why would you allow the Maxi Taxi Association to be going to various ministries to address some specific issue when you could have had a collective of ministries represented, and then the matter could have been more expeditiously resolved, having regard to the critical nature of the issue.
Nice. Yes, and Lucky Lal, I hear myself. Based on the police here, they do the right, they send out a say so if it go. I am saying that I, Andy Williams, it's simple. Respect me. I, Andy Williams, not giving the police no kudos. Because to me, that is a drop in the bucket. Compared to thousands of citizens when we calling for emergencies for police to come at our homes. Whether we get rid of the neighbor, whether it's noise pollution, whether it's what, it is take them 3-4 hours to reach. It is what it is. So I will quicker give kudos to the police when that aspect being dealt with. My colleague thanked them for being humanitarian in that aspect. He thanked them for that drop in the bucket. Swift movement by the police service.
And we see, of course, on that topic, we see that the expressions of interest for persons to supply body cameras to the police. I think that is another issue that is being addressed by the leadership of the police, and that too should be welcomed. And of course, until it is fully deployed, I would just say it's a welcome sign, at least, that they are making action. They're taking action to, of course, generate independent a mechanism where independent investigation by virtue of these cameras could be initiated, so that you don't have the fallout as we
body cams. Well, I hope the police commissioner follow up on it. Like Nadira is saying, Andy, laugh out loud. The police bus or buses or maxis are working. But the cars, Andy, that have to come to people, communities, with swift assistance, them not working. So I will applaud the police for their buses and maxi, and the bus working. Get them a round of applause for that, Snipes. The 4 maxi and bus working. Snipes, get them a boo for the cars. When coming to assisting people swiftly, with swift justice, reaching at people's homes on time, quick.
We don't have no boo.
You no boo?
Yeah.
But
I doubt, because of that shortcoming, that you wouldn't take up the slack, Andy.
No. I would take. I had to deal with that boo. Ole plain, want me to say boo. Let me say that. Boo. Boo!
Yeah, you pick up the slack. You pick up the deficiency. Boo! Yeah, we don't have it electronically. So go ahead. And
my booing so good. Boo! For not having cars to give the citizens quick justice. Or even if they have it, at least reaching at people's place within that 5-10 minutes time in. We did get out on that Gary though. Plain talk, bad manners. What else we have in the headliners here? While I try to get in contact with the Maxi Taxi Association president, besides Rohan, and then what outside of the politics that you can bring to the table at this point in time? We know he is a politician. We know he is a political leader of a political party. But sometimes early, not too early, sometimes they say, or you go drink a stag early in the morning, or you drink a punch, you smoke weed early. Though the people and them, the politics, it hard, they say it hard. Though them it's so early. What else? They done get it already. What else you have any headliners for us? Anybody get a prosthetic legs? How that going? We know the hospital, the 7 days hospital in Diego Martin was doing surgeries, eye surgeries, where people could have seen again. So they could have see the state, the pain, and left the country. What else? What else it have? Oh, I have.
Clearly, the kids are doing exams. The C, not C, but CXC, and then you have the CAPE as well, which is the advanced level. And I trust that they would not have been affected too badly by that. Or in fact, let me put it another way, they would have reached their exam destination on time, because that's the first thing. And I trust that that would be considered when actions like these are taking place, because it means it will affect them as well. And the pockets of parents who may not have the excess or the extra resource to, of course, have their children go to that life-changing single exam. Because if they miss it, it means therefore they have to wait another year, usually. So I trust that turned out well. Of course, staying with education, we see that I think 7 universities who were not in the category of professors or lecturers, professor lecturers. I see that they would have given their authorization so to do, so that is good. But I also see a former lecturer at the university is saying that the UWI has some tremendous competition. I have not delved into the matter extensively to see where the competition is coming from, but I know Grenada has a university, but focusing on health, and we have, of course, one right here, the 7 Days University in Maracas, and of course I don't know what is the status of the Trinidad and Tobago University, so UTT. So let's see how these things pans out, because it is, of course, very, very critical that the professional class in Trinidad and Tobago come up to scratch, so that we can, of course, make use of the opportunities that having an educated population will bring, inclusive, of course, diversifying the economy and bringing some of the resources and some of the expertise to bear for advancing Trinidad and Tobago, because all that is required is just the brain of one person, and of course thousands would benefit, or millions will benefit. The invention of the computer, the invention of the motor car, and we can go, of course, back to the Industrial Revolution and all of that.
What else we have there, my brother?
That is that. That's it. Everything is all about the priority situation and the strike yesterday.
Nice.
I'm not seeing anything else of any major issue.
We're going for that break. Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do. Trying to make we're gonna open the lines for you. We come with our front burners. You all might have your own front burners. What's on your front burner this morning, eh? So when we go for that break and come back, we'll be taking your calls, we'll be taking your voice notes when we come back. Go ahead, Snipey.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Number 1 for talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Nice. We are back. Time check. It's exactly 41 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. While we wait those calls and those voice notes, Lennox Smith, what else you have there? You don't say nothing. Now, but it always has something, man.
Of course, and I thought we should delve into the situation with UWI because I think it is very, very crucial. And reading a little more, I gather some further information of how dire the situation is with UWI. Because, of course, this article is saying that according to a CNC 3 report in April, UWI Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, speaking at AFUWI Awards Gala in New York City, said the university has seen a dip of 2,000. I find that is a lot, 2,000 in enrollment across its 5 campuses, mainly driven by poverty. I take note of that, mainly driven by poverty. So if there is a decline because of poverty, but you have people who have the capacity to reach university level and to graduate therefrom, and poverty is the impediment, then something is drastically wrong in the Caribbean, because 5 campuses we have in Trinidad, we have in Barbados, and we have in Jamaica, and other sub campuses, if you want to call it that, scattered in between. So he said that there has been a reduction of 50,000 students to 48,000 students. This is of concern to us, according to the Chancellor. So far, our analysis has shown that the primary cause of this is poverty and an existential threat. And many students have not been able to complete their degrees. The campuses have reported that some students have had to drop out of their degree programs because they could not afford to carry on, Beckles said. In a Guardian media report dated May 1st, the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Skills Training welcomed a decision by UWI to not increase the tuition fees at the St. Augustine campus. In that media release, the ministry said the decision was taken by the UWI Chancellor.
Talking to Mike.
Yeah, the UWI Council during a meeting held on May 8, 2026. Gonzalez told the Business Guardian that education remains a high competitive business. I think the UWI students' intake has been falling due to increasing competition from more tertiary institutions, the ease of online access to university education, and the inability of UWI to adapt to labor market needs. In Trinidad and Tobago, for instance, we have seen the growth of the University of Trinidad and Tobago, and the spread of a number of tertiary institutions. Speaking about private tertiary level institutions, he said that they offer specialized business degrees that may have taken away from UWI's traditional
but we are,
demographic basis. So it's a sad state of affairs. That's
right. What is sad there? Because I kind of get lost in between, and maybe you have other people who get lost in between. So give me a short story on that. What the University of West Indies raise their fees, they drop their fees, they will be more accessible.
No. They have lost students.
They lost a lot of students.
Over 2,000 from the information that is here.
And that's very good. That's very good.
That is because of competition.
Very good.
Say,
because University of West Indies of Trinidad and Tobago. Poverty. Right, and the University of the West Indies of Trinidad and Tobago sucks. Tano else about so maybe. It sucks. We have always had a lot of complaints about that University of the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago camp. It sucks. And we also see where this present government got to set up problem with them again was to start the campus in South. It have too much politics in it. So now it's gonna get deteriorated because of the amount of politics that university have in it. So now people moving their bright children rather to pay outside tertiary education thing. And it have a lot of educational schools that up plus online that are accredited.
Well, a very significant issue that would have been raised from, or would have been gleaned from that article is why it is that the UWI has not been able to adapt and adjust. If that is the trend,
politics.
Why would you have this paradigm paralysis situation that would have jeopardized your student intake or your competitive edge, as the case may be? Because once you get a degree from UWI at one point in time, it was considered to be a premier achievement, and now you've seen it being reduced by this kind of information coming out of the university.
And like stick break in the big word man head. University of the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago have been reduced and will continue to be reduced more and more. You see, like how long time, big time school was QRC, Fatima, them have been reduced. The premium schools now is multinational schools. Them Muslim school and them Hindu schools. Them is who same thing. Outside with QRC, outside with Fatima. CIC, all of them is Tuano. Understand? And the University of the West Indies will be at the same line. You know why? Politics. They let politics get in there too strong.
Or is it that they are steep in their dinosaurism? They believe things should be done in a particular way, whilst of course the rest of the world moves on. They want to stay in that paradigm paralysis scenario, believing that
somehow easy money from the government of Trinidad and Tobago for doing nothing.
I'm saying that because I've seen that happen recently, of course, with our media houses. Newsday has gone, Express is making some adjustments, as well as The Guardian. So is it that they are too slow to adapt to the new realities? In this case, of course, what education and tertiary education.
Them now looking that up when Ian Allen gone past them.
So
Ian Allen is in Ukraine on the block. That mainstream. He gone with mainstream when it comes to social media. It is what it is.
So they have to adjust and adapt. If they're too slow, they are going to become extinct. I think that is the fear right now.
Let me play some voice notes.
Across the region. It is CARICOM sanctioned, and yet still we have that situation developing.
Politics in St. Vincent, politics in Trinidad, politics in Jamaica, politics in Guyana, politics mash up the University of the West Indies. Just like when mash up the Calypso of Trinidad and Tobago, Calypso fraternity. Let me continue now. Let's play some voice notes.
All right, I hear you.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out here. Andy, two people I'm so proud of yesterday were the police bringing out the buses to ease up the traffic, to help out especially the children and the elderly. And who didn't appreciate that? Something is wrong with them. Something is definitely wrong with them, right? They see they see something in it. Yeah, there was something in it. They help out the people, because if the maxi taxi drivers and them feel that they were going to punish the people, they lie. Always, and I wish the army would do the same and help out today with their buses. And for how many more days that these maxi taxi people want to go there. And the next set of people I applaud were the maxi drivers who came out. Because according to what one said, he has bills to pay, he has his children to see about, right? Nobody's going to help him. And to those that that came out yesterday, I give them a standing ovation. I give them a round of applause for coming out and doing the right thing, because they saw the situation. They saw the situation, right? And they were not going to suffer the people. They were not going to do it. So when PNM Party Group, the Maxi Taxi Association and them want to feel they're punishing the people with their protest 3 days, 3 days, somebody's going to step up and help these people out. Somebody. They had no sympathy. They had no heart, no compassion. Watching those children, especially, and the elderly, and people have to go to work, and that is what all they do for them. They're punishing the government, They punish the traveling public. Thanks.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. Good morning, Snipe, and everybody in the chat. Hey, what I come to say today is that I hear these days everybody is calling Kamala to do this, Kamala to do that. Kamala to straighten out any kind of problem they have there with the police or whatever. Let me tell you something. They can't call separation of power, right? What the police does, commissioner does, what the DPP does, she have no control over them. That's what they call separation of power. And everybody's calling Kamala to do this if something happened, that she should do something about it. No, it doesn't work like that. If they come to arrest, the police come to arrest Kamala or something like that, she cannot do anything about it. Right? I just draw an example. Right? Oh, Donald Trump. Somebody come for Donald Trump. He can't do nothing about it. Okay? That's how it works. They call it separation of power.
Oh God, Andy, thank you very much, Andy. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Thank you, Andy. You really learn from the best. You cannot be fooled. That is mama something we're going on with the police there. At least with it is a good thing, but they're playing chess. Like mama get something. Right? They're trying to see if they could save face with the stupidness they're doing. But I want them to know we still have you. We still have all you under the radar. Like mama get something. Andy, thank you. You cannot be fooled. You really learn from the best.
It's not a matter of being fooled. They did good by going and helping out the elderlies and helping out the children and all them things. But I am saying Lennox gave kudos for that. I am not giving no kudos for that. Because some people saying the children, the elderlies. All right. That the same children, parents is be calling the police stations and they don't reach on time. The same elderlies will be calling, hey, look, I seen somebody coming to my house and the door reach on time. So what? The elderlies and the children that were stranded, hey, people, hooray. But the elderlies and the children that calling from their homes, and not only who stranded on the bus route or all them places there, but all over. Whether it be the Martin Sapare, whether it be Barapo, whether it be Maloney, whether it be La Hoqueta, all you know why saying is the truth. What is the service of this police service of Trinidad and Tobago when it comes into justice and time, as in you make a call at your home, an emergency call, officers are living so come please. Then this reach when people don't get chopped up, people don't dead, when finally done a dispute. I not getting no kudos for that. That is a minute in the bucket compared to the bigger pit here, because here what? That is not their work. That is not their work. And what them efficient in their work. Not in pro bono. I wouldn't say that you are pro bono. That you are, or not in charity. I watched that as a charity event yesterday. Be efficient in what is all your job. All your job is policing. All the murders. All living in communities. Lennox and I smart enough not to go and call nobody name. Or don't play with no informer. Because we are to live among them, that now we work. That all your work, all you know, all the shooters, all the killers, all the drug runners, all the car thieves, all the drug pushers, the police them know them. Because the police and them, it's alleged, also have blocks. And I must come and give a round of applause for 1 day or 2 more days at charity. Where it's not your work. God, I am happy that the police given a charity yesterday and today and tomorrow. Hip hip, hooray. But oh Lord, God, the job is policing. Citizens in distress. Justice on time. Die the work. And everybody know the police fail miserably. How much murders are being solved? That the bandit, the criminal, the murderers getting more and more bold. You know why? They know they're not going to get catch. Who next? Before it is the police service start to do the work. A politician? A talk show host? Well, a next one? Who next? Social media influencers? Because you see some of them get bullet too. Average people, partners. So earlier, I nothing that because the police service will feel so good. Hey, look, we getting praise for doing charity. We want to praise all for doing all their work. And who agree? Agree. Who disagree? To hell with all you. Lennox Smith, before I take a next thing.
Incidentally, of course, the priority bus route is open to the public until 11:59. So obviously 1 minute to 12 o'clock tonight. So, so the priority is open to the public, having regard as a response to the strike situation in Trinidad. So make use of that, people.
Yeah, well, make use of that. Yeah, Joanne only did jump in my head. Stop jumping in my head now, partner. Or woman or man, whoever you is, right? Andy, you as a father have a heart. What I saying wrong? Have a heart for what? How I go have a heart for the police service when if we have 100 murders for the year, one solve? Have a heart?
Right.
How I go have a heart for the police service?
159 so far.
Right. So we have 159 murders committed so far. If the whole 3 people, they hold plenty. If 3 people are under arrest and charged for the murder of the 100 and something people that already have been murdered, they plenty. I have a heart when it reach 125 people facing the court for murder, and it's only about 50 alone pending, and they're looking for them. I will have a heart. I will have a heart when senior citizens call for the police because the neighbor make a noise with music, not obeying to the laws of when coming to excess noise. Them hours in the night, whether it be car music, house music, whatever, and they come on time and they let the neighbors know, hey, turn down that music, take off that. Take it off. Charge them. I will have a heart. When boy, the amount of things I could mention, I could have a heart with the police service. All you're telling me, have a heart with the police service because I went out there yesterday and do a charity. All you're Trinidadian rather forget about the hundreds of things that they're not doing right based on what is their work. To come to get them a round of applause for charity. Boy, with all
I hear you. Of course, we have to go for the news, of course, in a while. Incidentally, of course, the Prime Minister, via her social media platform, did, in fact, commend the police service for going beyond the call of duty. Let's see what's going to happen with the other institutions that would have access to vehicles like that in order to, as Andy said, provide some kind of charity. We go for the break and the news, and when we come back, more.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The 7 a.m. news on Talk City 91.1 FM being brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor. Wise financial thinking for life.
The University of the West Indies has promoted 8 senior lecturers to the rank of professor, with 6 women among the newly appointed academics. The appointments, which took effect on March 12th, recognize excellence across a range of disciplines, including psychology and applied mathematics, among others. Among those elevated from the St. Augustine campus are Professors Janine Remy, Carla George, Theodore Tudoroyu, and Priya Mohan. The UE says the appointments reflect significant contributions, with research spanning areas such as dementia, climate finance policy, and the advancement of the steel pan as a scholarly field. Meanwhile, Dr. Nelline Babulal was also granted a retroactive promotion to Professor of Psychiatry, effective May 2023, prior to her retirement later that year. In more news, the Trinidad and Tobago Disaster Risk Management 2026 Conference and Expo emphasize a move from disaster response to proactive risk management, with service providers presenting technologies aimed at identifying risks and minimizing impacts before disasters occur.
Of total stations that I spoke about, infrastructure-wise, you want to make sure everything is up to standard, so you don't have buildings just collapsing, basically constructed on different floodplains, things like that. Whereas radio detection, in terms of precision locators, you can locate where utility lines are underground, even like pipes.
Flood mitigation also took center stage. Presray showcased flood barrier systems designed to protect buildings and critical infrastructure, while emphasizing the importance of early planning and public education. Director of Sales Kevin Harris says preparation is key to reducing damage.
What we're doing is we're going out and we're starting to provide education. We're starting to look at risk areas where we know that we need to protect or provide flood protection. Rather than waiting for a disaster to happen and then come along with flood barriers, we're trying to educate organisations, government officials, municipalities on preparing in advance by getting flood barriers, flood mitigation systems put in place on their structures.
TCDRM 2026, through the 3-day conference, emphasizes that building resilience requires more than responding to disasters. It demands planning, preparation, and investment and inclusion before disasters hit. In some sport now, the race for the Division 2 title in Tier 2 of the TT Premier Football League is tight, with 4 teams still in contention. Club Sando T2 is one of those teams, and on Sunday, they met Pity Valley Diego Martin United, who are still in the conversation.
The team with the longest name in local football, Pity Valley Diego Martin United, hosted Club Sando T2 in a crucial TTPFL Tier 2 Division 2 encounter at the St. Anthony's College Ground in West Moorings on Sunday. With a win, Club Sando will claim top spot in the division, while PVDM could move from 5th to 2nd. The Southerners got their mission started when Joe Sante Duncan was clipped by Cohen Bonnet in the area. Penalty. Duncan recovered quickly and dispatched the spot kick to make it 1-0 Club Sando in the 13th minute. Thomas Deckel stuck with the play, following up on his corner to curl one in, and it's 2-0 in the 25th minute, and they would take that score to the break. Deckel would be involved again when Club Sando went further ahead as he slips a pass to Duncan, who beats the offside trap and makes no mistake with the finish. 3-0 in the 59th. Pity Valley Diego Martin United did not have much to say in attack, and Club Sando T2 went back to the Southland with all 3 points and moved ahead of Prison Service Ignite to top the TTPFL Tier 2 Division 2 standings with 3 games remaining. Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back, it's hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most, and help build our communities, being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations, still growing. still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years. Sagicor.
The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
We are back.
Yes.
Oh boy. Yes.
Yes, Andy, you have been very, very vociferous and very firm in terms of your expectations of the law enforcement or police service.
What I realize with you, Lennox
I'm
Smith.
I'm sure that nobody will deny you the right, not just the right, but the rationale that you would have used to formulate your conclusion.
Yeah, but Lennox, there are online a lot of people saying I must have a heart or if it go ever. Lennox Smith, is it the job of what is the job of the Trinidad and Tobago police service when coming to policing and the people?
No, you're quite right. And while, of course, I had said that there is a distinction between what transpired yesterday and the job itself, I think focus must also be where the core competence or the core purpose for the police service and the fact that they are floundering in that area must simultaneously be highlighted, even though, of course, there is a glimmer of hope. Let's hope that what transpired yesterday can be transplanted or would be a motivation into their core competence and the core purpose for having a police service.
Let me put it a better way. 100% for the charity work of the Trinidad and Tobago TTPS yesterday. 0% on the work when it comes to policing on an average basis. The Trinidad and Tobago police service is F grade F.
Yeah, I think if people are opposed to your observation or your comment, then it has to be that they cannot make a distinction between what you are saying
charity
and that
and
which
policing.
transpired yesterday. So they're having some difficulty with that. Any rational person would know that that is the reality of the police service today.
And I really don't want to give them that kudos for something where it's not their job anyhow. It's not their job. I want to get them kudos for doing their work. Where's their work? Do it. But it has some people who criticize because they will say in their mind, well, they don't go to work because why? They help people to get home and wherever it go. But that chicken feed, that small thing. At the end of the day, the police service didn't come out. Then people that still reach home without them. They don't reach home. Align Lennox Smith. So the police maxi didn't come out. The people that still reach
they would have
home.
had, they would have had to find ways and means to reach home in the circumstances, in spite of the paucity of readily available transportation. But even if it took them midnight, they would have gotten home.
Right, so I'm not letting that charity of the police service yesterday overshadow the bad work that they have been doing over the years and still doing. The police service of Trinidad and Tobago have been failing and it's a failure. But all of we know that. Let's continue. Let me go to the lines, yes? So
Good morning.
Yeah. Who want to vex with the pitbull for thing? That's my opinion, and I stand firm with my opinion. I am not giving nobody no kudos, so work away is not their job. Hey, people, if them the police didn't come out and do it, them people that reach home anyhow, the same old people, the same children, they that reach home. I want to be able to say hey people to the police for doing their job. I want to grade them and say, hey, well done. I heard in Diego Martin, somebody made a call, and in 10 minutes the police was there. They end up apprehending somebody. Hey, I heard that this case with this murder was solved. It gets solved. It didn't get thrown off because of stupid evidence and all kind of thing. Right. I want to hear a senior citizen call, home invasion. And while the people in the place, the police reach around the place and they catch the people. Yeah.
As you're saying that, I saw an article where Wendell Eversley may have written to the Commissioner of Police with respect to cool case, and the specific one would have been live sports. And I see the article says that he was given the assurance that some action will be taken by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, your phone line's been blazing.
Go ahead.
All right, well, let's go. President, good morning. Sorry about that. Welcome.
Good morning to the panel, Andy, Lennox.
Yes.
Before I make my contribution, that boo this morning, Andy, that boo you was booing, that sound like a pregnant hyena. But anyway, on a different note, while the police was in the bus route, a policeman shoot a woman in KC in St. James on 90 foot. You understand?
Okay.
That is what you're supposed to be seeing about. And let me tell you something, the angle they take this morning, people like Santa Cruz is not going to call this morning, to make no contribution because that is not in favor of them. So be careful with what you're saying. They will come after you, because what you're saying is correct in relation. They have no business. Right, what you want to do? You want to take over the military work position or what? You have your own things to see about. You have your own issue to see about in relation to the police service. Deal with that. Thank you.
All right.
Boy.
Good morning.
Only don't call people name on the program now, Jay. Only just make all the contribution.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
It was 100% right. The police in this country, in the whole of the Caribbean, Trinidad police is the worst. It's the most corrupt police in the whole of the Caribbean. Okay? How much crime these people is solved? If there's 100 murder, if they solve one, it's plenty. These people, them corrupt, they have such a drug block. They've been involved in every corruption you think about the police. I was talking facts because I know it. I move with the police. Okay, so nobody can tell me this. I move with them. Okay, so I know I'm telling you, the justice system in this country is very, very corrupt. The judges is corrupt, the lawyers is corrupt, and the police.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Right, so we have another call?
The judicial system is corrupt.
Let's go back. Let's go to the other call. Good morning.
Morning, Lennox. Morning to the director and morning to the pitbull in the house. Let me give a different view of what took place yesterday, and I trust that my view will be respected. Officer Shawty here. There was a crisis yesterday in terms of transportation, where poor people was stranded as a result of the Maxi Taxi Association taking a particular stand. The Commissioner of Police, in his wisdom, realized if these people are abandoned for transport, there would be an unfortunate situation of being preyed by the criminal elements. Secondly, these parents and workers, having been stranded, the children would have left home unsupervised. And it is not a charity, but it is part of a proactive approach to ensure that the nation's law-abiding citizens is provided with immediate transport. It's as if there's a flood and people are abandoned in the flood. The army, police, everybody get together and provide that social service, which is all part of providing a service to members of the public. It is not nice. It is uncouth. It is not logical for the police service to be seeing thousands of persons abandoned on that, we're talking about that day, and don't even look into the account that, okay, we have buses, let us provide some basic transport for our law-abiding citizens who went to work, who went and looked for a dollar, had nothing to do with the maxi taxi and the unfortunate charges having with the line minister, but see it fit to ensure that these people reach home safe in the arms of their children and by extension the community. Children was also abandoned from school. You would know better than me that the month of June you have children doing CSEC exams. And if the commissioner in his wisdom say, hey, let us provide transport because of the present situation, I think that is commendable. It is not charity. It is not giving out hampers. It is not giving out chicken. It's saying that there is a present crisis and therefore we must respond to that crisis. And I think it is applaudable that we need to recognize that the commissioner's wisdom provides some basic transport for the law-abiding citizens. If you would have heard that 500 people, 1,000 people stranded, and 12 persons whose chain was snatched, post-run, the criminal elements took havoc of persons who were abandoned, you would have heard a different tune. But they can't provide transport. They've seen the people abandoned. They've seen the people, no transport for them. This country is a heartless country. Know that the commissioner in his wisdom say, hey, there's a crime situation, 4 people is at risk, let us provide basic transport. That should be applauded. Yes, we need to step up our game in terms of detection rate. Yes, we need to ensure that the members of the public buying into the fight against crime. But in this instance, people being abandoned and the police saying, hey, wisdom of the commissioner, it is my personal opinion that that should be applauded because it was an immediate need that they attended to, and that is the role of the police service. Love in the house, gentlemen.
Love in the house, Officer Shabadi. Yeah, that's our host.
Already on the line, right?
Go ahead.
Already on the line, right?
Go ahead.
The thing is that it is part of their job. Yes, it is. If a country is in crisis, you expect the army, the coast guard, the police to come out and help. Yeah. Yesterday, our country was in a crisis because we had from the most vulnerable people on the road, right? Stranded for a taxi to get home to their families, to their children, to their whoever, right? So, yes, that is part of the TTPS job. It is part of the army job. It is part of the Coast Guard job. So, Andy, I support you, my dear. You know I always support you. But I will not support you this morning because we have to give them, we have to say, yes, kudos to the TTPS, Mr. Guevara, that he think be outside the box of, okay, yes, this is our work, this is our job. We have to be out there to be able to give these people some sort of support to reach home. That is all I have to say.
Yeah, so, and of course, and it trickles down, it shrivels down to security as well.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Good morning.
Right. Okay. Next caller. And then I will get to clear the A again. Again, Trinidad and Tobago. I am saying when my colleagues say, kudos to them. He congratulate them. He say however it go. This is not a matter of, I give my opinion. My opinion is Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio. I am not applauding the TTPS for that yesterday. In my book, Andy Pitbull Williams watching that as a charity. I never say what they do yesterday is bad. I never say that they shouldn't have. They did it. Kudos. They help out some children and senior citizens, and they help prevent crime, or as Officer Shabadi say. Yeah. But Andy Williams, just like you free to say kudos to them. Lennox was free to say kudos to them. Why I can't be free to say I not giving no kudos for that? What I want to grade on, and what, because as always say, is part of policing, and what I want to grade on and say kudos to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is when I hear senior citizens, whether it be east, west, north, south, central, or in Tobago, make a distress call and they reach by your home on time. What I want to hear, if for the year it have 100 murders, that at least 90 is being solved, than none or one that will continue to make the murderers more bold. What I want to hear is how much chain snatchers they catch, or car thieves. What I want to hear is how things going with the white-collar crime when it comes to fraud and defrauding the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I, Andy Pitbull Williams, will say kudos to the police service on those things that I mentioned. I am not giving no kudos to no police service for that I deem to be charity. So for all it to call in to be disagreeing with me, all and all real wrong. Because again, I never said the police didn't do something good yesterday. I say they did well yesterday in their charity. That is how I deem it. But I cannot give them kudos like my co-host. And his choice was to give them kudos. Suppose no more co-host Lennox Smith's choice this morning was vice versa. And I saying, yeah, they did well. But he's saying, yeah, they did well, but I can't give them no kudos for that. Why I want to give them kudos for? Is the main issues that the police service have and need to be dealt with, which is proper policing. Am I wrong or am I right? So let me not go into a debate like Andy say that what the police do yesterday, the wrong, or they didn't do good, or my personal opinion. Let me see how much all you will attack it. Let's take some calls. Put on your mic and let me hear what you're saying. Morning, call.
Andy.
Good morning.
Lennox. If you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, listen. If the commissioner of police wanted to assist, he could have called the transport minister and said, listen, I send in 10 drivers with 10 buses. The army are sending 10 drivers with 10 buses. But you went there to take the limelight. He went there to take the limelight. He could have simply called the transport minister. Summons 10 drivers with 10 buses or 15 buses or whatever it is that the army, that the police have, and they are sending 15 drivers on the bus route to transport people from Port-au-Prince to Arima. The army are sending 15 buses with 15 drivers and transporting people from City Gate to Arima. But you went there to take the limelight. You went there to take the limelight. That's the point. And when they was interviewing him, you see the smoke on his face? Look over the tip and you see a smoke on his face. He went there to take the limelight.
Nice. Again, Anthony Ford, you're saying, Andy, that's part of the job, right? Officer Shabby confirm it. Out of 100 or 1,000 aspects of the policing in Trinidad and Tobago, they fulfilled one yesterday, right? And I, Andy Williams, choose that I am not giving them no kudos for that, because the next 99 aspect of their jobs, they are failing. So I'm not giving no wrong about person, no one late thing. That you all? Did the police did well yesterday? Yes. Is it part of the job? Even if I didn't understand, I understand it now. Yes, they did well yesterday. Right.
But frankly, I don't think that the commissioner is unaware of the public relations advantage that gesture would have given. I think it would have been remiss of him if he didn't take advantage of it. One of the callers talked about the involvement of the army and so on. Well, he would have had to communicate with the other heads or the decision makers in the army, because they're two independent institutions, and therefore to get a coordinated approach. But he took it upon himself, having having vehicles available and in control, and therefore he deployed accordingly. But I don't think he would have been unaware of the benefits as far as public relations is concerned.
He's very aware. He realized with public relations and the people of Trinidad and Tobago right now and have been watching the police service, he take
But the
opportunity.
substantive objective,
What's good?
sometimes the objective is realized, and that is to get commuters who would have been stranded home.
Right, and the substantive objective to what he did there by capturing the media one time is to get some of you there saying kudos to the police service, getting back all here on their side. That he walk. The man do well. Very good. Look how good they could do with when it come into what we call that, Lennox, public
relations.
Public relations. Whoa! 100% of public relations to the police service yesterday. Whoa! And doing their job. Whoa! Where is the public relations when it comes to the everyday policing? What we talking about? Not that charity. You see, people when like the pitbull, how I just talk. Lennox Smith go talk the same way, you know. But you go pay them big words, and all we not nothing to tell him. Because all they know what I say is correct, Dread. I ain't not doing nothing wrong. The police did their job. Officer Shabby is correct. Correct. Kudos to them. But, unfortunately, I am not giving them the kudos because, in my book, they are failing with 100 more aspects of policing. And they did well in a public relations atmosphere. Yesterday, they help out stranded old citizens and children. That is all. So for all of you who want to be on the pitbull, lay off your why again. Kudos. All right, let me do it. Kudos for the police service for doing 1% of the policing work yesterday, and in it, making sure they get good public relations, because the police service really need it, because the police would not be able to solve crime unless they get the confidence of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And they did good in building back some confidence
We have
in
another
some
call.
of the people. That's all.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox.
Good morning.
Morning, Snipes. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I've been listening to the conversation for a long while and thing, and I understand everybody point there, but here what's going on. And this is what we just had to watch too. You know, we just can't watch because they did a good yesterday that overcovers everything about the police service. Because when it had raid and thing, you see real transportation, you know. You see real cars and bus and thing out there when they're raiding anyway and thing. When that roadblock, you see real vehicles. But what it is, and he's trying to show, and I understand, and I'm sure everybody understand. But that's one thing only what I read them up for. But when it have a distress call or it have any emergency in our community, the police will take quite a long while to come. A very long while, and this is not no trying to bash them or make them look bad. It's reality, and we're going with that one.
Oh, your money done with that one. See, poor fella. The brother
All right. Well, yeah, that is why we said, of course, we give merit where merit is due. That is why I'm saying it's two different scenarios. But we accept what Andy is saying as well. Good morning. Let's take a final call on this before we go to the word of the day. Good morning.
Morning to the panel there.
Good morning.
You know, this morning here, I kind of had to agree with Andy because here why? Because I want a two family in the different force. And it's the same thing they're saying. They say, you know, sometimes they ain't really doing much. And it's hundreds of drivers down there. And they could have called them out and really let them intercept all this driving instead of exhausting the police service. And, you know, to show we, well, all right, well, look, the police service doing this with the bus. Yeah, it's a good initiative, yeah. But it have drivers even in TSCT. It had them in Wassa. It have a lot of drivers. So leave the look for instance, look at the bloodbath, the bloodbath. Let the police go after that. Don't exhaust them with the transport because it have people who could do it. All right. So thanks for the call there.
Thank you very much. That's another dimension. This conversation is going, in directions that we never thought
stay quiet now, Lennox.
it would have evolved into.
Lennox, before we go for the word of the day, and Snipes, I could stay quiet now. I'm not going to oversell because I am positive the people of Trinidad and Tobago understand what I'm saying. Right? Again, kudos to the police service for doing 1% of their work yesterday, please God. Hey, hooray, they did what it is. They did is they build back a little confidence in the people of Trinidad and Tobago because they come out and help stranded or senior citizens and young children. They also help out when it coming to targets. People being out there stranded could end up targets of the criminal elements. Kudos to them of their objective yesterday. But overall, and that's my co-host, give them that kudos. A lot of you have given them that kudos, and you all have all right to, right? Andy Williams, I'm not giving them that kudos. That's all. I am not giving them that kudos. My kudos will come where the true policing is really needed. Simple. That's my opinion. So let's don't turn it on Andy. Some of it so dumb. All they saying, well, like Andy's a PNM. What the hell I say not to do if I's a PNM or not? That's what saying, boy. And that's why.
Don't forget, you have to be very careful because, we don't want to attack personalities as opposed to the subject, right?
Yeah. So let's continue trying to go. Give me a day, man. I want to get a word for today. Yeah.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, indeed, of course, welcome. Get your dictionaries out. And, of course, we take 2 words as usual. Test my vocab. And if I am unable to, stay on the line. And if I'm unable to give the definition or the meaning of those words, then, of course, you share it with us so that we can share it with the international community and those kids that are going to school at this point in time. I trust that many of them are finding their way in spite of. I know that the Route 2 East-West Corridor will have a challenge, so I trust that you would have made the necessary alternative arrangements because work is important. Otherwise, how you will eat, put food on the table. So the lines are open. Of course,
first word today for you is opinion. What's the meaning of opinion? And could you break in a sentence, please? Opinion.
Yes. It would have been Andy's opinion if he felt that the police service did not deserve the level of kudos or the level of commendations that was given to him generally by the population. All right? Opinion, well, of course, his view. Okay? Well, a view. Our viewpoint, yes, opinion.
And I respect Lennox's opinion. I respect Miss Moon Sammy's opinion. I respect Nigel.
Oh, we lost that one. Yes, indeed. Of course, we need to get another one.
Where Ann Brown? Oh, boy. And where the next gentleman? There's 2 people I look for.
Oh, we have one. Go ahead. Caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I called him from Tobago, the regular listener.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, first time calling, and this morning, I had to get up and I had to speak out this morning to Andy Williams. When somebody do good, you must say them do good. When they do bad, say they do bad. Right?
All right.
Right. When PNM have them dirty linens, them hiding them dirty linens. No, when somebody wrong, say them wrong. If somebody do good, say they do good. Don't want to go and comment and say
before you go,
they do bad.
Yeah, you have a word for the day?
No, before you go, ma'am, and thank you for calling. No, before you go, ma'am, and thank you for calling from Tobago.
The word for the day?
Yeah.
Just Andy.
Andy Williams.
Right. No, but before you go.
The word for the day is Andy Williams.
Right.
Oh, Andy Williams.
Right. Is that Judas?
Oh my goodness.
He want me finish. He want the
So Judas says he wouldn't.
Oh God.
Yes, Judas is the word for Andy Williams this morning.
All right, my Tobago family, listen, before you go, right?
I called him from Tobago.
Right. But before I go, let me say it again while you are on.
I called him from Tobago.
Right, let me say it again while you are on.
Right.
Tobago, my family from Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, to all who listening, the police service did a very good job yesterday. No, I want you to hear it from me itself because I think you're still misunderstanding. the police service, Trinidad and Tobago, and my caller here from Tobago who called for the first time, the police service have done a great job yesterday. Great job. But the only thing is, I would not acknowledge it. That's all. Because, again, what I want to acknowledge is the next 100% of policing that is not being, a great job is not being done. For a matter of fact, 5% good out of 100. Right? So, my Tobago thing, let me also, again, I give all kudos to the police service yesterday in their charity, which is part of policing.
All right, okay, let's go to another one. So we have Judas. We'll take another one.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Lau Ketadi, Mr. Alexi Timer here. My word for today is stonewalling. Stonewalling.
Oh, stonewalling, right? Yes, delaying by way of strategy.
Yes, delaying tactics.
Yeah, delaying tactics. Yes. Stonewall.
Well, could you put that in a sentence? You want to put it in a sentence first?
Well, in terms of a sentence, you could say, well, the Maxi Taxi Association is stonewalling in terms of bringing relief to the traveling public.
Right, or delay. Okay.
Yeah, a delay.
Stonewalling, yeah. And of course, the stonewalling could also be applicable to the reason as well that they are in fact stonewalling because
but stonewalling could also, Lennox Mill, because you mentioned it this morning, I will tell you I am different to the rest. You mentioned it this morning. You mentioned this morning on something critical. So why it is if it's works had to be there, why there wasn't there, why it is they call various ministries that were supposed to be there. So I could afford to say that the negotiations yesterday with the transport minister technically end up being stonewalled based on it have people that needed to be there to address the situation. So it was being stonewalled. Would you be able to pay that
Excellent. I accept that. Yes, because it was all about delaying, and affirmative, if not pro-action, would have been required in order to resolve this thing, at least advance the resolving of the matter. But as it stands, it is in limbo, and you don't know where it could go because there were certain critical elements that were not there. All right, so I accept that. Yes, stonewalling. Stonewall, Judas, betrayer, opinion, one's view on a particular matter, and then of course my word of the day would be flatulence. It means, of course, wind that exit the bowels, flatulent. So yeah, Andy, you have a way of saying that people poops. So, but flatulence, right?
Before we go here, if I love this program,
I'm wrong. I lost her call.
You lost her call.
If she calls, we will take it later. But we have to move on.
Right, but let me give somebody comments here quick, right? So
I'm reading the comments.
You're reading it?
Yeah, see, Snipes is having a laugh all on his own. I could have swear that he got mad.
Nathaniel say, why PNM don't fix the maxi taxis issue? Right? Didn't fix the maxi, right? No problem. Right? Monica, let me go. Just School say, you all forget Andy was a PNM. He going back. Hotel say, why 5% Andy? For what? Because remember, I still get a 5%. He said, they're still in the red. 0%. Boy, all of this have me laughing, boy. I look somebody here, LP say, is Andy stonewalling in accepting that the TTPS should be commended for its service yesterday. I installed all that.
Excellent use of the word of the word Stonewall.
Yeah.
We have Bessan here.
A pleasant good morning,
Good morning.
Andy.
Yes, good morning
Mr.
to you.
Lennox.
Yes.
Director Snipes. Mr. Lennox, I think you give part of the information for the bus route. I think it's open from 2 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. So you could check on that, please. It's not
From
like
2
my route is
not
open.
Not whole, you're saying?
Yeah, check it. Yeah, check it.
I'll
check it.
check it out.
stand to be
But
corrected.
I know the time to terminate is. I
Yes,
took note of
11:59
11:59.
p.m.,
Yes, just 1 minute before 12. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
so I just want you to check that out.
Now,
I
what
stand corrected.
for us today, because we had 4 already, but
Unctuous.
What's the one?
Unctuous. It's an adjective.
Unctuous. Some people says they use it with oily, but there's also, I think, a level of some people use it with respect to deception as well. Tell me.
You're correct, and I can give you a sentence.
Yes.
The braised pork belly had an unctuous, melt in the mouth texture.
Oily. All right.
Yes.
Thanks very much. Yes.
Have a blessed day. I have to call back with my other topics.
Okay. Thanks very much. Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
I remember unctuous, Andy. You know how I remember unctuous because it begins with UN. UNC. Yes, and unctuous. Yeah, that's how I remember that word, yeah.
We had to go for a break before I go. Let me say Joanne Ramratan out there in Jacksonville. A pleasant good morning to you. No, I'm buffy at all. I just talk very husky, very like that, aggressive-ish, you know. That is just how I talk. Who know me will understand, well, I'm not buffing anyone. That is just naturally how I speak, right? So, Joanne, welcome to the Ground Report program out there from Jacksonville. Hey, let's take that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
Looking for professional printing and personalized creations all in one place? Well, Latinda Printing and Publishing Company Limited delivers quality traditional printing services. From flyers, brochures, business cards, bill books, binding, planners, publishing, and more. And when it's time to add that custom touch, Yasana Laser Print transforms everyday items into personalized keepsakes. Mugs, pens, keychains, apparel, gifts, and branded products made just for you. Professional printing, creative customization. Latinda Printing and Publishing Company Limited and Yasana Laser Print. Call 665-2269 for Latinda and 703-7959 for Yasana Laser Print, or visit them at 240 Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chagonas. Print it, personalize it, make it unforgettable.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That songing too good to be true.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super, but I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Talk City 91.1 FM. We don't follow conversation, we lead it.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We report the news, real stories in real time. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
Why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Talk City 91.1 FM. We don't follow conversation, we lead it.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's about 47 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to all my maxi drivers that are working. And still good morning to all who are not working. A pleasant good morning to all my maxi taxi drivers who on the road and who off the road. A pleasant good morning to you. Taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, seven-seaters, white panel van. Good morning to all my drivers. Not forgetting Tobago. A pleasant good morning to you. What the Pitbull is the trend that the Pitbull start on the program is I put myself in the firing line for all the hundreds of people that have their opinion and sometimes afraid to call the program because they feel that they'll be cussed, spit on, cuss. Tell them they're stupid. People tell them get off this station and all those various things. And I put myself in the firing line for you because nobody can tell me that. And I stand firm with my opinion. Kudos to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on behalf of my colleague Lennox Smith and all the people that seen the good in it. I am all seeing the good in what they did yesterday. But I cannot give them kudos for yesterday. My kudos to the police service will as go as I say. Will be based on the policing that I watching. Justice and time people call thing when you go in the station, you get respect, they get body cam, if they're arresting somebody by law, they was trained to do that. You're under arrest. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to remain silent. You can talk, think, and just why they see where is proper policing. Catching the murderers. Most of them car thieves. Most of them home invaders. Most of them white-collared crime. Like who fraud in here, who thieving and all the ministries on them. Yeah. Whether it be alleged permanent sex or whether chairman or vice chairman or what, CEOs or what, that is in charge of the public purse, that the investigative arm when it comes to white-collar crime of the police service, working. I will give them kudos when I hear big fish get locked up for thieving the public money. What? What's me? I will run around the place like it's Juve in a big jockey shocks. A comforter in my mouth. A big air well, you never see that kind of character? Yeah. Diaper. Yeah, upon a diaper. And I'm walking all over. Hey, kudos to the police service. They lock up some politicians. Kudos to the police service. They lock up some white-collar crime big boys. Oh, God. Yeah. That is when my kudos go come. So all respect me. Just like how it's up to all if all they want to give kudos to somebody for whatever good they do or not, and it's up to y'all, and I have to respect it. I can't force all to think it or bash all because I don't want to give kudos like all. No. It's great that you all give you all kudos. Please don't force me. I'm not giving no kudos to the police service for that, what they do yesterday. Clear what I give.
Of course, we had the word of the day and the words of the day, I should say. But let me just recap. We have, of course, opinion, which, of course, is your view on a particular subject or matter. And then, of course, we have Judas, of course, a betrayer. Everybody knows about the biblical story about the betrayal of Jesus Christ that led him to the cross. Then, of course, we had Stonewall, which is a delay. Stonewall, that should be easy to spell. I don't think I need to regurgitate that. Then, of course, unctuous, which was given by our favorite word provider. Unctuous, which could mean oily, but it also can mean, it's a multinym, so it could also mean a person who is humble but deceptively, unctuous. UNC, notice that, UNCTUOUS, unctuous, all right? And then, of course, my word would have been flatulence, which is also a multinym. It means, of course, gas that you would exhibit from your bowels. Well, you know what I mean by that. But it could also mean, of course, a pompous, embellished speaker. Let me give you an example. The politician's speech was full of rhetorical flatulence. All right? So there you have it. Those were the words of the day for today, and we move on. I trust that notes are being taken. And let me remind parents, yes, ask your son or daughter coming from school, primary, secondary, let them bring home 2 new words, especially if they could spell it, per day, and you will see in 365 days how many words they would have learned. We go for the break?
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Andy, I sort of tuned in late, but nevertheless, I think I still got, as they said, gist of what you were talking about. Andy, I understand where you are coming from, but yesterday it was a different situation. Okay? You have the police there, and we know exactly people complain that they do not respond as, efficiently or whatever when there are crimes and so, and that is a fact. Not all, but some. But the thing about it is, yesterday was a different scene. Yesterday was not a crime scene. You had thousands of people stranded on the road, and these people had to get home. They could have left them there until midnight or until whenever, but the police decided, or the commissioner of police decided, he will use the vehicles which were sitting down there doing nothing to take these people to their homes. Was that a bad thing? I really don't think so. So we have to separate the regular day of policing and what happened yesterday. So I think we should really compliment the police for what they did yesterday. And you must remember, Andy, as soon as anything goes wrong in this country, the first thing they do is blame the government. Right? They don't want to know what was involved, how it was. They don't even want to know the story about the situation. But they're having a protest and blame the government. So if the police could come up and see that there is a so-called protest and they'd like to make a mountain out of a molehill, and they want to do something to ease the situation and fix the situation, which is what they did yesterday, I don't think that is a problem. Well done, police. When there is a crime, we want the same swift response and everything, because you'll have a problem in that area. But helping the people yesterday, I think that was a much better thing than just sitting down in the police station and having innocent people on the road not being able to get to and from their jobs or their homes. So I would like to say that you all did a good job. And continue with that, even on a normal day, a different day, as far as crime is concerned. Blessings to all.
Morning, everybody. Andy and Lennox. So, the maxi taxi drivers continue to protest again today because the discussion that they had with the Minister of Transport, it flip-flopped, and it was a debacle because the minister was too political, and what they are saying is that all he just wanted to do was to push his political agenda and take a partisan approach to solving the dispute between the maxi taxi drivers and the government. Andy, let me tell you something. You see, this government is starting to play too much of politics now in the dispute between the maxi taxi drivers and the government. Andy, let me tell you something. You see, this government is starting to play too much of politics now with the PTSD buses. Yesterday, I went to the San Fernando bus terminal. You had no San Fernando Port of Spain limited stop $6 bus. You had none, right? Because that route is not important to this government. But yet now, you had 2 buses going to Siparia from San Fernando whole day. Because when I went in the terminal, it had a bus marked Siparia. And when I left, another one was coming in from Siparia to the San Fernando bus terminal. So I want to ask this government, if they're only interested in seeing about so-called UNC areas and not seeing about other people, well then, next general election, they can't expect to come back, you know. Because I telling you, this nonsense had to stop. Because yesterday you running Siparia buses, right? Because there's a UNC area. You're taking 3 Volvo buses and sending all to Guayari because there's a next UNC area. But yet now, you don't have the courtesy to send something from San Fernando to Port of Spain. And the bus drivers are now joining the maxi taxi drivers in the strike. So it is very hard to get transport to Port of Spain. So I want to ask this government, if they intend to run this country by only seeing about UNC areas and neglecting the main route, well then, God help us. We in a very, very precarious position.
Oh, and one more thing I forget, Andy. Our 250th anniversary of independence is coming up, 4th of July. And our DT president wants to go out there and make a speech that he don't do nothing about. He's not even a smart guy. He's a clown. He's going to there and make a speech about our 250th anniversary because none of these performers, they all quit. So he has no performers to do, no shows for him. Because again, we are in trouble. All right? Nobody performing any 250th anniversary of our anniversary. So we will
Get the drift. Oh boy, time check. It's about 10 seconds to the hour of 7 o'clock, eh? 8 o'clock in fact.
8 o'clock. But Andy, are you aware of any bus PTSD drivers on strike? Because I got that from Busman.
No, he's just, again, he's talking nonsense. He's talking nonsense. Right. And again, in his subtle words, in subtle tone, he's just trying to show the public.
Well, we know where his agenda is. Yeah.
That the government sending bus in UNC areas, but not sending in Port of Spain to San Fernando and blah, 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 blah. He's saying rhetoric, as is. So I ignore the
usual. But I thought the question of the bus drivers took it to another level. So I thought we need to find out that.
No. The bus drivers is not...
a blatant lie because I don't have that information at all. But we go for the news, and when we come back, more.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Be prepared, not panicked. That's the message from UE Seismic Research Center with respect to earthquakes. UE SRC Director Dr. Irusula Joseph is assuring that recent earthquakes in Trinidad and Tobago are considered normal, as the country is located in an active seismic zone where the Caribbean and South American plates meet. As a result, small to moderate quakes occur regularly, though many go unnoticed.
In time is not uncommon in our region. We are seeing a release of stress along active faults within a broader Caribbean, South American plate boundary on which, the Lesser Antilles sits. So the key point is that the occurrence of multiple felt earthquakes over a short period does not automatically indicate that anything unusual or alarming is happening.
She says it's integral to understand how to respond during a seismic event, knowing what to do, such as staying calm, seeking safe cover.
Preparedness and not panic. There are several things that you can do during an earthquake in terms of protection of yourselves. Mainly, you look for somewhere solid, or to if you're near a desk or a bed, or where you the DCH is the three things that we say: drop cover, and hold on.
Dr. Joseph advises that after an earthquake, one should check for injuries, limit phone use to emergencies, and watch for hazards like gas leaks or structural damage. In other news, Minister of Works and Infrastructure, Jerlene John, has described the Trinidad and Tobago Revitalization Blueprint as a forward-looking commitment, stressing that resilience must be integrated into every stage of infrastructure development. Speaking at the Trinidad and Tobago Disaster Risk Management Conference and Expo on Monday, she noted that sustainable growth cannot be achieved with fragile infrastructure.
It is measured by the discipline of the requirements written into the requests for proposals, the standards imposed on the design team, the surveys required before construction, the safeguards demanded during implementation, and the systems put in place for long-term operation and maintenance. That is where policy becomes engineering. That is where vision becomes bankable, buildable, durable, and where we bridge knowledge and action.
The minister added that the blueprint also prioritizes the use of nature-based solutions where they are technically appropriate, economically viable, and environmentally sustainable.
Along waterfronts, this may mean preserving or restoring ecological buffers, using planted hedges where wave energy permits, integrated stormwater treatments into landscape public realm, using green infrastructure to reduce runoff, and designing open spaces that temporarily store water during heavy rainfall. Along highways and rural access corridors, it may mean stabilizing slopes with vegetation, in combination with engineered measures protecting riverbanks, maintaining drainage corridor, and reducing uncontrolled runoff that undermine pavements, bridge approaches.
According to Minister John, the success of the revitalization program will not be measured by economic growth alone, but by its ability to deliver safe, inclusive, and sustainable development. In some sport news now, tennis icon Serena Williams is back. The 23-time Grand Slam champion will return to competitive play this month, nearly 4 years after stepping away from the sport. 44-year-old Williams has been granted a wild card for the women's doubles at Queen's Club in London, with the tournament beginning on June 8th. Her partner hasn't yet been confirmed, but reports suggest she'll team up with Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko. Williams walked away from tennis in 2022 after a 27-year career and 23 major singles titles. She says Queen's Club feels like the perfect place to begin her next chapter back on the grass courts, where she's enjoyed some of her most meaningful moments. It'll be her first appearance since the 2022 U.S. Open. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From all of us here to you, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Generations of artistic expression, all rooted in one institution. Today, multidisciplinary artist and curator Mr. Patrick Roberts joins us to tell us more. Mr. Roberts, so what exactly can the audience expect when they step inside?
We have 20 artists listed to show work.
I should say 20 live artists. So we have, in terms of our legacy series, we have 4 QRC artists who are no longer alive. Hingman, Noel Vercrossum, Harry Bryden, and Bosco Holder. 4 huge names in art. Bosco Holder was the man who showed us that Trinidadian people are beautiful people, right? And then Harry Bryden built on that. So, because like I said, we connect the past to the present to the future, we're going to borrow some of the works from people and put that on display. And then we have now 20 other living artists, highlighted, of course, by Jackie Hinkson and Peter Minshaw. We have a number of people involved in the carnival, so that Mickey Maraj, who runs Lost Tribe, right? He's a QRC artist. The national cyclist, Michael Phillips, he's involved. Che Lovelace, she's surfed for Trinidad. And then now she's an artist, again, with international repute. There's Patrick Robertson side of the thing too. We have 2 photographers in the mix, Elliot Francois and Brian Harry. We have Carl Doyle. Carl is the assistant curator.
A space where past and present meet, giving the audience a full view of artistic legacy in motion. You've been listening to multidisciplinary artist and curator Patrick Roberts.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
When the country needs answers, when the people need a voice, there's only one station. Talk City, 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 8 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. So Trinidad and Tobago again, the lines are open. The topic don't have to be about what went on yesterday. Again, my colleague already said kudos to the police service for a great job yesterday and stranded people and all them things. Kudos to them. I will say they did something very good yesterday too, but I wouldn't give kudos. All right, let me take a call there. Let me take some calls. We're missing calls. Morning caller, where are you calling from?
Good morning. Morning to the Ground Report and to all who listening on YouTube on throughout the world. I agree with you, Andy, this morning. For what you said about the police service this morning. Now, these people, a lot of people don't have the understanding of what you have said, but I understand what you are saying. Your remarks is not against the police, but my brother, you are right. A lot of people doesn't have the understanding of English. Right, my brother? So I give you kudos this morning. The police service was doing things for their benefit. They have a lot of transport there, Coast Guard van, prisoners van, carrying prisoners to certain places in air condition. All these buses and them they have there. They should try to bring all these buses and them to help the people. Thank you, my brother, and this is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much. Your contribution respected. Oh boy.
Good morning.
Go ahead, caller.
No, lost that one. We have voice.
Andy Williams, blessed morning. On the note of noise pollution, right? We live in the Mova area, and there's an individual who, during the carnival time, he has a big music truck, right? After the carnival, what he does is he takes that music and he puts that music underneath his house facing his neighbors. And he plays that music as if though he's in PSA in effect. But the thing about it is when the Mover police is contacted, is either they reluctant to come or they don't come at all, or they come like 3 hours after, and as soon as they come to this house and leave, the music comes right back on. And then on top of that, the police is saying that noise pollution law or whatever only stands for residential area. I don't know if Lennox Smith could clear up that for us there, but that would be very, very good to know. You understand? Because it's very disturbing to be in your house, you're looking to watch news or something, and just so like a music truck turn on. Everything in your house rattling. And when you talk to the individual, he's saying that, you know, he doesn't care, he's a black Syrian, he could do what he wants. Clear up that for me now, please.
No,
Thanks,
no,
Andy.
that is applicable to everybody. Everybody. There's private,
Andy,
public.
good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out here. Andy.
Oh boy, just now callers. Let me just play some voice notes there.
The two people I am so proud of yesterday were the police bringing out the buses to.
We got this one. I'll play the next one.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, I have been listening to this program since morning, and at no time did I hear anybody say what the police did yesterday will wipe out all that people presume that they did wrong. Now, I don't know what the police did wrong, so I cannot say what the police did wrong. I will say presume what the police did wrong. Nobody ever said that, Andy. So I don't know why you yes, right? And the rest of cover carry callers getting on like that. Nobody said it's going to wipe it out. Not for a minute, no. But the thing is, we have to give credit where credit was due. Right? Maybe, and you said it, they would have reached home anyway. Andy, maybe you never had to travel to be out there suffering for transportation to know what it was like, what it is like. That the hour going and you want to go home because you're out since morning. Okay? Yes, you have your opinion. Nobody not saying no. Everybody has their opinion. But at no time did I hear anybody calling in and saying that what the police did yesterday wipe out all the wrong people presume that they did. Nobody ever said that. And it was a very good thing, and I stand and applaud them for what it is they did yesterday. Because as I said, maybe you don't know what it is like to be stranded for transportation. Thank you, Andy.
But even if it was my mother was stranded yesterday, I am not acknowledging what they did yesterday. That's just me, my opinion. Kudos to all the people that acknowledging what the police service did yesterday. Even if my mother was stranded, what the police did yesterday, if they did or didn't, I am not acknowledging that. My acknowledgement, my kudos, because that is what I'm being fight about. That I am not acknowledging, hey, the police who got yesterday. And some people will acknowledge, some people won't. Based on my experience in the police service, I'm not giving them no acknowledgement of that what they do yesterday. My acknowledgement will come with the things that I underlined. That is all. I'm not going to be forced to acknowledge nothing. I don't want to.
Nobody's asking, nobody's forcing. Of course, nobody could force you. But certainly, you know, in conversation, people will either shift their position. They may well accept another point of view. That is all part of the debate. But of course, if the person remain firm in their position, well, there's nothing you could do about it. In spite of the bombardment of maybe counter arguments that may suggest that there's another way to look at it. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. All right, we lost that one. Andy.
As
Yes.
a gate and that's go ahead and Snipes. If you engage, well, let me go continue.
Oh, continue.
All right, let me continue.
To the ground report, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith and Mighty, wherever you are. I still continue to extend the blessings from the Almighty God, creator of heaven and earth, his wonderful angels, and Jesus Christ himself to continue protecting you and your family each and every day in your life, in your going out and your coming in. That God will surround you with his blessings. And I also pray for all the supporters of the ground report to keep pumping, keep jamming, and let us keep Lucifer, deceitful, compulsive, lying opposition who never do nothing wrong and talking like they do something right. Everything Kamala do, she shame in the country, this crime, that. Waste of time, I tell you, all you have empty head, all you have nothing on the brains vanish. I want to congratulate the police officers, the commissioner of police, for that good work they have done by allowing to bring their buses to take families home because they would have been stranded in Port of Spain and wherever all where the strike take place. Thanks for the good work. I congratulate them. That is a very good move to make by getting people to their home safe and bringing them out of dangerous places in Trinidad. It's nice to have children and mother and father and everybody who, or they cannot go home, they cannot reach their home. And some of them have to travel when they reach Arima, wherever they go, they still have to travel. So thanks for the good work. Keep it up.
I think the police must be commended, Mr. Guevara, if he made that decision, because it was a vital need at that point in time. It was something impromptu and a vital need. Okay? So we just can't just cast them aside without giving them kudos for what they did. And at the same time, when people make reports to the police station, all right, I wouldn't say everybody do not get the assistance, because we have to look at the other side of the coin. At times they say they don't have vehicles, and most of the vehicles, actually the vehicles are out on patrols. So that also is a stumbling block, and it will take some time. You understand? But there are shortfalls in the police service. I'm not saying there isn't, you know. But on the other side of the coin, we need to still commend the police for what was done yesterday, because no one expected the police to come out and give their vehicles transport, you know, and for free and that kind of thing. So to me, it was something good.
Good morning, Andy, again. Good morning, Lennox and Trinidad. Good morning, good morning. Andy, I have to come on, you know. Andy, you're right in certain extent. Let me tell you why. Okay, over here, right? Over here, I'm not comparing places, I'm just telling you how it works. Over here, when you call the police and you dial 911, the operator asks you, what is your status, what is going on? You tell them, where you at? By the time they're typing down, everybody hear it. Police, ambulance, everybody hear it. What's going on? If you have a police, if you have somebody in the area patrolling, they are hearing that. By the time they're hearing that, they're on their way. They only want to know the address. So that's why they keep the people on the phone. On the phone, ask them the address, ask them where they are, blah, blah, blah. And by the time they're saying all of that, they are hearing that too. Right? So that's the system we have here. So I don't know if they have that system in Trinidad. So that's why you have that problem. No, I'm not trying to defend the police because I have in-laws is police and U.S. Marshal and state. But I'm not defending the police to a certain extent. I'm saying that they don't have the equipment and the facilities to do that. I don't know. So we have that here. So that is why you find that problem. So you have a patrolling right there, and they come immediately in their 5 minutes, right? So that's how it works here, bro. So if you have that system, it's well and done. But I don't know about the system. I can't say. All you deal with that. And all you should find out in that particular with how the system works. And you can't badger the police like that at the same time if they don't.
Nice. So while we take all the voice notes over it is Trinidad and Tobago, I'm going to throw because I've seen a lot of people saying, well, Andy IQ is so low. You know, I've seen on down to Miss Santa Cruz and all saying using some kind of big words that is very insulting. I don't know if it's towards me or what, but it is what it is. So my suggestion is, well, Trouts, I think people understand more. Lennox Smith, in a situation of a police, well, you have a choice. So I'm bringing everything in a fold. If you have two choices, you have two choices. The police to come out speedily to attend to people that are, let me say, stranded. You know, it has some people too, but shut on the bottom, and the police will go and take off the wheel and all those various things. If you have two choices, next choice, for the police service, if it is a domestic violence situation home, a home invasion, a man killing somebody, a car being theft, a senior citizen is being robbed outside by the road, by the shop. Which one you will prefer? If you have a choice, remember again, but remember my IQ low. I want to see all who IQ high, because either or. Would you want the police for A or B? In which I say A, come out when stranded, help people to go home, this or that or that the other, or quick service on the grounds of the policing in which we know. Which, all right, that is a part of policing too, that other part. Which one would you pick? A or B? It has nothing in between. I don't know nobody play humanitarian for me when we have a bunch of devils in this country. Some people say situational ethics and all them kind of bacchanal thing.
Well, clearly it's a loaded question, but easily addressed. And of course, where life and limb is at risk, certainly the resource must be directed there.
Nice.
Right? And
So
that is why I said
B.
that there's two separate situations. As you have mentioned there, two separate situations. And of course, I would go to B. I'll go to B because life and limb is at risk.
Yeah, them online they know now. Yeah. Anthony Force. Andy, that's not a fair assessment.
Yeah, it's a loaded question, you know. And the answer is rhetorical, meaning that it speaks for itself. but you're fighting to make your point, and we have to accept that. Eh? Yeah. Miss Anne is on the line. Pleasant good morning. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, again, a pleasant good morning. Mr. Lennox, did you check to make sure it was from 2 p.m.? I don't want to stand corrected like I said.
No, I didn't, but I will certainly check it now. All right, so you will hear me momentarily.
Yes. And I want to say thank you to our hardworking commissioner and his officers for their continued dedication to duty, and the action taken yesterday was very commendable. Again, thank you for your service.
Right.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, sorry, you must laugh in this program, you know. Oh, Lord, don't let me taking calls, you know. Yeah. Loaded dice with my IQ. I don't have a high IQ.
Welcome.
Don't tell me that dice loaded at all.
Caller.
Morning. Lennox.
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy, listen carefully.
Yeah.
There's a procedure and there's protocol to be followed. If the commissioner of police wanted to assist, he's supposed to call the minister who in charge City Gate, or whoever in charge of City Gate, and tell them I'm sending 15 buses with 15 drivers.
Who said that wasn't that?
If the army want to help, they have to go through the procedure. According to the person in charge of the buses, are sending 15 buses with 15 drivers. That is the procedure. Even if he helped, he went to take the kudos for himself. He went to look good using he becomes Lennox, a word of the day, a charlatan. He strives on the weakness of a situation in order for him to look good.
Okay. Next caller.
I find it difficult to comprehend that person could be so presumptuous because how could the Commissioner of Police deploy or enter and be so and be so assertive if it didn't get the concurrence of the officials at the operating PTSD?
I would agree.
I mean, come on, man.
Remember the insurance and things jumping up there, They have to get up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on. They must be, because remember, they have their own security as well. They could easily have escorted those who are not desirable of the compound, inclusive of the police. So I thought the caller would have said, well, they would have had to assume that got the concurrence or the agreement of the authorities at PTSD.
I agree.
How could you think the how could you even contemplate thinking the opposite? I mean, it simply does not make sense.
I agree to you 100% on that. Again, I agree with all the people that wishes to compliment the police service for that humanitarian PR play that played down yesterday, please God, in assisting and avoiding any kind of lawlessness too, because it also came in that too. So all of you in your hundreds that are congratulating the police service for that venture yesterday, kudos. That's your opinion and I respect that. I would not. I'm waiting for various other moments. I don't like to grade people for Chicky Peg's work. That stupid work. In my book. I will grade them for the real work. Hey, 20 murders, we catch 15 shooters. 5 house break-in, we catch 4 out of 5 houses that was in break-in. The 4 the suspects that well, I know what I'm talking about now. That is why I grading on. So let don't vex it, man. So for all who are giving only kudos, go ahead, give only kudos. But for all who are mindful like myself that will only give kudos under the serious policeman aspect when it coming to house breaking and all this kind of thing, car theft and domestic violence and the things that we will call police out and need them to come to our homes in our village very fast for, and they just don't come until after people dead. They do come, hundreds of them or plenty of them, plenty guns, vans, police. And the body done dead and people don't do this and and they just wrong there and stay away, don't think there's a crime scene, thing. Hey, puri, always after the fact. So I want to eventually commend the police service for being a part of something, policing before the fact. Yeah. Morning, caller.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning to you.
Miss Lawrence here.
Hey, Miss Lawrence, I haven't heard from you for quite a while. I know it was not too well.
But as you know, I got a stroke, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But here what I want you to do for me. I want you to get on to reporter. Send a message for reporter for me, please. I would like to see him very, very, very important.
Mr. Reporter, all right.
Yeah, reporter. I don't know his number because I lost my numbers.
Mr. Reporter, you heard that. Miss Lawrence want to see her, which is Dennis Lawrence. Mom want to see her, so please, give me a call. Say you'll get her number. Say you'll give her a call. All right, thank you, Miss Lawrence. Next caller, pleasant good morning to you.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox.
Hey, Mr. Controversy. Boy, you're getting next this
before, let me just deal with the caller who wanted to know the timing for the opening of the bus route. Well, yesterday it started at 2 p.m., but it continues until today up to 11:59. So there is nothing saying that there's a starting point today and of course outlining when it would end. So there's nothing saying the starting point. So it looks as though it's a continuum from yesterday. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Controversy.
Morning, Andy. Morning.
Hey, morning. Only opinion coming to buff up the pit bull for his opinion.
No. But I agree with you, You is my partner. I agree with you All them people who want. I want to find out, Andy, how all them people reach in Port of Spain yesterday? The police bring them down too?
No.
How all of them reach?
No. What
So
was
how
working
they
bring
was-
them? Yeah.
So how did they come down and they know how they going back home? The bus service was working. Most of them come down with the bus service. So what is this big thing? And they reach in town, they know that I go back home, the bus service had to put on extra bus and what kind of thing. Did I do that in the evening anyway? So this big thing with the police are sent out for Maxi and the carry people, yeah, no problem. But they would have go home anyway.
Hey, take care, Alex, so that's no partner. The people do a great human. They did
I don't
good.
say no. The
Senior
people-
citizens
the
get to
people-
go home.
They reach
Children
home,
get to go home.
What the senior citizens doing in Port of Spain and they know it had no Maxi? What they doing in town? What they come out and everyone come down in town to do?
Oh gosh.
Eh? All of the pressure to come in town and to go back home. If you say come to work, I mean, yeah, people had to come to work. School children had to go to school. But if you have nothing to do, what are you doing in town? Eh? I don't know it's pressure. And all this still coming in town? Come now, man. Come now, man. Them want for it, but it's a good thing to do. I don't have a mind with that, but what are you doing in town if you're under pressure? Alright, man. They
Lennox, any the
No,
man want to know,
he-
well, why
he
you go
has-
to tongue? I don't know if have any.
Well, he really has not added anything to the conversation.
But is he right by saying that all
what
your
they-
senior
what they
citizens
doing?
only have nothing to do in town? All your the who are to go to work have something to do. Children have to go to school. All you know it are pressure. Why only go in town? That the man say. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, and to me, like the example I drew earlier with flatulent, that's a flatulent expression because, I mean, you have to be presumptuous to tell people that it might have been for pension reasons. Is Mountain stay home and starve? They and to counter his argument, they must have known, and if they took the decision to come, it means that you have to assume that it was urgent enough for them to take the risk.
What's how high my but you're correct, Lennox, but what's how high my IQ is to what's something? I will want to put that now on bus man. Bus man, you're walking no way. You're only driving the bus before the strike, you on the bus. You can tell me this, you can tell me that. You know they're going on strike. You know you're gonna be pressure. Oh God, bus man. Will you still come out yesterday for when they can leave a space on the bus for somebody else that actually going to work? Or have to attend to school? Oh God, bus man boy. What word I could use for that? Big word I could use for that, Lennox Smith?
Busman ran out of food.
Oh, you were not a food, so you had to
Right? Yes. So he had to go to the grocery.
Lennox,
all right.
wicked boy. I bring in busman and all
And
that.
he's busman, so he no matter what, he had to take a bus. the grocery could have been right within walking distance. He's busman. He has to take a bus. All right?
Snipes! Give me it, you know what?
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
That's it, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh boy, what was those numbers yesterday that we pick, and what played? Did we have any winners yesterday? Let's know. What's your mark for today? Oh boy, yes.
Well, the numbers yesterday by our callers: 24 Queen, 22 Rat, 11 Kobo, and 33 Spider. The winning numbers for yesterday in the first draw, the number 5, followed by 23, followed by 34, followed by 22. So if you followed us yesterday, you would have won that 22. That was the last winning number of the day.
22,
Wow.
boy.
And you put in
that
money in
one-
them people's pocket, boy.
that the
In
one-
spite of all of the challenges.
And that will be say the 22, that rat. Whoa. Real rat was out the hole yesterday, boy.
Yeah, and somebody had called to associate me with their family.
think that's how we got the 22.
Yeah.
That's how we get the 22. Though somebody calls a
You are
Lennox.
you are rodents as family and want to associate me with that. No, I'm a human being.
Oh boy, sorry y'all.
Who was the man who called the cuss?
I think it's Rupert.
It's Rupert.
Rupert, you read that, man.
Yeah.
Oh God, oi. So
Well
what
done,
place
Rupert.
today?
What you do, Rupert?
I don't know what I did, but I mean I cannot associate myself with any rodents.
Rupert well pepper you yesterday.
Yeah.
And called the Markel.
Yeah, you call him Mark.
I call him Mark, you see. So it appears that I bring fortune by his misplaced focus. Yeah. But that's all right. I'm sure you're gonna call in again today and give us another misplaced focus.
Let's go.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Yes.
Morning.
I am very disappointed in that caller, who was so disrespectful and telling what the elderly people that are coming down. I know about 2 persons who are appointed by Mount Hope Hospital. What you want them to do? We call the elderly, they mustn't go. He's very reckless. I hope he don't get old. Or because they are sick.
All right, thank you. We're looking for your...
This segment, of course, we understand your anger. Temper it until after. We are looking for your number for today. This is, of course, the Andy Corner, so to speak, which is, of course, your pitch for
I
today.
want the mark because I want to support the TTPS yesterday. The help elderly citizens to go home, not to come to town, and they help children to go back home, but not to come to town. So where's children and where's elderly citizens? I hope only pick them. Give me them mark now, man. Only pick them mark. Oh boy. I know where's that. Only capiche people, only real play with people. Give me that. Children and elderly, where's that? That was helped. Well, we know police is 11. Right? Looks Joyce say 11 is police. We also know 20 is police here, so 11 and 20 is police dog and 11. Lisa say 10 and 13. 10 and 13. So again, it's only calling quick and tell us where's the mark. Somebody else say, well, Lisa, you give me 7 and 36 first. And now again, we 10 and 13. All right. So come on, come on. Let me make sure my phone on. Come on. Oh, shucks. Let me make sure airplane mode was on. Wow. Nice. We will get calls now from a lot of people. Yeah, well, I see Mr. Reporter was calling back. So obviously he got the message. So I seen there, so... I'm going to take this call here. What's your mark for today?
Andy Williams, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Lennox Smith. And good morning to you, Nigel Snipe. Andy Williams, I win that 22 big time yesterday. I win that 22. After hearing, and I like 22 to today again.
Yeah, boy.
After hearing all them rats in human face and the ground reporter, yesterday morning I said, nah, that is the capicha, playing that. And I hear it again this morning. So I'm going back with 22 again this morning. 22 again, people. Rat in human face, trying to bully the ground reporter. Thank you.
You hear that? You get that there, right?
Yeah, 22.
22. Next caller, morning caller.
Andy morning, and good morning, my teacher, good morning.
Good morning.
I always have to go up in the corporation, boy. I know the I know I'll be busy, but then I'm going up and down by Andy. But
wait. You want us to help you go to the corp?
And then I'm going to tell you, give me a little assistant to Andy.
To go to what corporation? To get a corporation work?
Some of no, I'm for pension, boy. They make it 9 months, boy.
Pension.
Up at Arangwes, he is.
All right, but this is call me back after the program now. Call me back after the program.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you very much, Andy. Have a blessed day, my.
All right, come on. This is Mark. What on my mark we have so far? Somebody say old woman, old people is 2, right? Somebody will say carriage.
We have one here. We have one here. Good morning. Tell us.
Turn down the volume.
Lower the volume on your lower the volume on your radio or your device when you're getting right, please. It's interfering again.
All right. Oh boy. So come on, William. Come on. 3 more. How much more we gotta get?
Let's go. 3 more.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm paying my ticket dog.
20. All right.
No,
let's take another one.
No, he's coming from the K9 family now.
I feel going to sit down right there, 21. You understand? And the 22 good too.
But 21?
So we'll
Which
take
one?
the
Pick
21.
one. 21. Nice.
21, yeah, 21.
Nice. Come on, you all. Come on. What's your mark? For today, let's get one more.
One more on your capiche.
Yeah, one more. I ain't getting none on this side here, you know. All the mark players is be on your side, you know. Them, they see it, feel it, dream it. Come on, Mike Peach.
Yes.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Dog, 20 dog.
We got 20 already.
We get 20 already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We get 20. Oh boy. So one more on we side.
Only on the ground report.
Well, Mike Peach this morning, I will call you. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your what's your mark this morning?
13 is my mark, Andy.
13?
13, right. So that is Crapo?
Yep.
Okay. Why Crapo?
I dreamed that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, you dream of Crapo. Okay.
Your capiche.
Right, my capiche. All right, I'm going to pick between 3 numbers. Either the 3, which is carriage, which is transportation. Somebody said 20, which was police. 11 is an ex-police. But that was a conversation. And senior citizens was out there stranded. Yeah. They say 2 is old woman. So it's 2, 3, 11. So the 2, 3, 11. I'm going to go with the 11. Yeah, I'm going to go with 11. Okay, I'll go with 11. And then we'll take this one for the next one. Morning caller. What's your number this morning? Go ahead, we can hear. What's your number this morning? Magnificent Tree.
Yeah, good morning to you, Andy. Mm-hmm. Andy, I am very disappointed in the callers this morning.
No, let's get your number first.
Right?
We have all the numbers.
Can you hear what I'm saying, right?
Oh, you have all the numbers?
Right. Why is I will say that I'm disappointed is because the police does do a lot of things wrong. A lot of things. They're no perfect people at all. But sometimes you just have to take when the good things come to accept it. I ain't saying I have to give them kudos for that. I know all the bad things that the police does. But sometimes you just have to say thank you when somebody do something wrong. It comes like if I have an injury on the foot and one in my belly, and the man fix the one on the foot and he say, I can't fix the one on your belly now. So I mustn't thank him because my belly might be more dangerous than my foot. I still have to thank him. You understand? So it's not a matter that they do good or they do the bad thing. It will always have the bad thing, and still bad thing still remains. The bad things I want to know, it's still there. But they still do something good. So still they say thanks for that too. That is where we have to think. We can't be thinking like how you're thinking there, Annie. That has no God in it. That's devil thinking. I am telling that today. Right? Because Jesus do a lot of good things and people still didn't like it. Never say, well, they sin because of that. He's still trying to pull them who even do something bad. So you must think about God first. Thank you.
All right. Oh boy, so what's the max? And what's the capiche number?
Well, today the numbers go as follow. We have 22 rat, 20 dog, 21 mouth, 13 crapo, and your capiche for today is the number 11.
Very good. Trinidad and Tobago, you all got it. Money in your pocket. So don't forget to make sure play that. Today, all you're going to win money. Oh boy. So we will go for a break and my God tell me If I want to say thanks, I say thanks. And if I don't want to say thanks, I don't want to say thanks. Let's go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, we are back. Go ahead, caller. No, you're waiting a while.
Yeah, I like one this morning, Santa P.
You like one, Santa P?
Yeah.
All right, make sure and play that, eh? Make sure you like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, try. Make sure and play that.
All right, this one time you're a bit late.
Oh God, let the man play Ebon. You like it? Yeah, let the man play it, man. Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago. This thing.
We have any voice notes?
Yeah, let me play some voice notes. It's so weird that God and all getting involved. They're involving God too, you know, boy. My God. Let me take connection. Morning, caller.
Andy Williams, good morning to you again, Lennox Smith and Nigel Sniper. I want to be the devil's advocate over here this morning because I have been listening whole morning, and I give you full 100% support for your independence in the topic this morning. Is what we classify as independent, and an owner of a talk show program must have an independent view. I'll give you 10 out of 10 for that. But I will say yes, the police did something. They did human service yesterday evening. But this country need human service 30 years ago. Need human service. This protest will finish, and it still have senior citizens all over the country depending on PH to go home. People, they're getting robbed. Why is the police service and them have these buses and them that just be packed up over there and they can utilize these buses? Why we don't ask for these police buses and them to come out on evenings, especially in the Port of Spain areas and them, which part Maxi is not going, taxi is not going, senior citizens outside 10 o'clock in the night, 11 o'clock in the night, can't get no transport. Why we don't ask them to do human service and continue in that good deed, what they're doing over there? Did they only come out because the buses and them was protesting and said they come out to do human service. Human service is good, but human service is better continuously. It have many places all down Sandy Grande that PH can't even go in, taxis can't even go in, maxis can't even go in. And they pass and they see the people them on the junction looking for transport, and they never offer human service like that. So let me ask the police service to continue with that good human service and to go in areas which part we know the people them come, we do our transport, and we getting robbed over here, we getting robbed here. You go and let the police them go and pack up on the stand over there with the bus, 9 o'clock in the night. Make sure the people them get transport or transport the people them with them 24-seater maxis that they have over there. That is human service. Human service don't just be for one day. It's a good deed they did to build confidence of the citizens, to have a unification amongst citizens and the police service. That is good. But they can do it continuously every night. In areas in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, people get robbed waiting for transport to go home. They know that. Continue doing human service. Mr. Governor.
Thank you.
Boo to all of you on the chat. All of the biased people on the chat, tribal thinkers.
See, Mr. CP joined me last night on the corridor. Oh, go ahead.
The problem in this country is that Trinidadians like too much drama. They like to take, as they say, a mountain, and turn it into a mountain. You understand? Yesterday, as I said this morning, yesterday's situation has absolutely nothing to do with the police work what they usually do. It is just like if we have a hurricane or a flood or some sort of a natural disaster. The police and all the different agencies would come out to assist, right? What is so bad about anybody wanting to assist people in need? Andy, I can't tell you when last I drive in a taxi, a maxi, or a bus. Yeah. Everywhere I go in, I just jump in a car and I go on about my business, right? But that doesn't say that I do not care about the people out there who must depend on public transport to get to and from where they have to go. But some people, they have no empathy when it comes to people. And they take the simplest situation and turn it into a political football. I don't appreciate that at all. You understand? As I often ask, when are we going to mature and act like intelligent, sensible people and see a situation for exactly what it is and nothing else? You understand? Andy, let me tell you now, people in this country, they are the most ungrateful set of people we could have on the face of the earth. Not all, but the ungrateful bacchanal comments ones know themselves. I have a friend. She is a PNM till she dead. She was the first. Yeah,
she was the first. Come on, let's hear. Voice notes. Ah, boy. I'm going to finish off you there. Mommy, let me finish you off. Urban mood. Nice. Now let's continue.
Line up to get the eye surgery in the 7 days hospital, and she was successful. And a situation for exactly what it is and nothing else. You understand? Andy, let me tell you now, people in this country, they are the most ungrateful set of people we could have on the face of the earth. Not all, but the ungrateful bacchanal comments ones know themselves. I have a friend. She is a PNM till she dead. She was the first to line up to get the eye surgery in the 7 days hospital, and she was successful. And you know that woman had the nerve when she come back to call me and tell me, I get my eye do by the people who come from outside. You understand? She would not even admit, you understand? It was the partnership with these people, I can't remember what they name from outside, with the Ministry of Health, the government of Trinidad and Tobago. They were all responsible for the cataract coming out of her eye. But until the day we in this country learn the meaning of the word appreciation, and when we see situations that come in a good lane, to be able to just say thank you and stop making a big drama out of goodness, that is the day that things in this country will be different. All year, just know to say thank you. Just look and see when people do things good and show some form of appreciation. Because whatever good they did, they didn't have to do it. Blessings.
Morning, Maria. So regarding the maxi taxi thing, this is the perfect opportunity for the government to break the monopoly of the maxi taxi associations, because what they've demonstrated is that they intend to use that monopoly to hold the nation hostage. The republic is the people, and yesterday they held the republic hostage. So I support the busman. 500 to 1,000 buses as quickly as possible. All right? That's what you need to do. From very big ones to smaller ones to get into communities. To give the citizens, to give the republic an option in a key utility at a very crucial time. Because yesterday was the first, and old people will be looking to go to the bank. They knew that. We have secondary schools with exams, right? Just the thought, the stress, the extra concern and worry of children, how are they going to get to school? Is this going to affect their exam? It's evil. But you see, the Maxi Taxi Association just knew they wanted to hold it. And when you look at the reasons why they did it, their reasons, it's just absurd. That's fine, okay. You do your thing. You hold us hostage. The republic will respond accordingly. It's like when somebody parks a gunboat off your shores and threatens you, no, we will respond. And the police service responded appropriately yesterday. I disagree with you, Andy. The function of the police, besides fighting crime and all of that, is different from the humanitarian function. It also has a responsibility to. And yesterday they exercised that excellent. The other bits, you deal with those separately. I would have hoped the army and the other services would have done the same, right? Maybe they would today. But the republic was attacked yesterday, right? Attacked by attacking a key utility, almost the same as if somebody came and dropped a bomb on your electricity grid, right? This is the situation we're in, and what we have to recognize is that, yes, we are in a precarious situation, and it's not tolerable. So I would encourage the government, by whatever means, beg, borrow, and steal, get another option for the republic regarding transportation. As quick.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, and Nigel. Andy, we had a commissioner there. Every Monday morning was service. We had another commissioner there in-house. This man doing something is an issue. Kudos to them. 10 years, PNM had money for the Maxi Drivers Association. It wasn't given to them. All they wanted today, for today, come on, kudos to the police service. Kudos to them again.
Nice. Oh boy, time check. It's exactly a minute to the hour of 9 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report.
And just before you conclude, let me just say this, that you have made it clear that you commend the gesture, but your preference is where you took the stand this morning.
Correct.
And I think people might have missed that and convoluted to think that you are opposed and that you are inhumane and that you are insensitive to what the police did. But you made it very clear categorically that yes, they they should be commended for what they did. In fact, you made reference to my commendation of the gesture, and then you went on to say, I prefer, by a long shot, I prefer that I reserve my substantive commendations for when, of course, crime is reduced, the detection, and, of course, the people are jailed.
Gentlemen, what stood out to me before we close off, what stood out to me the most in this entire morning show was the second to last voice noter when he said that we should take note. The government should take note, because we have a something that we do in this country. Things happen and we don't learn from it. And the voice note brilliantly pointed out that this is an opportunity for the government to solve a weakness in the system. You know?
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for them to solve that weakness in the system to protect the republic.
Yeah, well, I respectfully say that if it means that the government must deepen its involvement in public transport, then we may be opening another can of worms, because governments are proven not to be very, very effective or efficient.
I'm saying that no one should be allowed to hold us for ransom.
Yeah. So therefore, some other legislative measure could be taken. You could put them into what is called the emergency, where they cannot, just as the nurses and so on.
Easy. And what's my lie? And if it is, let me say what it is you're saying there, Lennox Smith, was PNM in power, and you talking about the government organizing to muzzle maxi taxis and whatever for sign up for the right, I would have plainly go against you, because PNM in power. I tell you, I don't think we should do anything to stop anybody from exercising their rights. Right? It is what it is. Right?
I don't think we should go the route of publicly dominating or manipulating the public transport system. It was tried already. We had the train, etc., that bus, and this has come. This has come as a result. The present situation has come as a result of that.
Things fall apart when there is bad management.
Exactly.
Right. And but that is historical as well.
Bus, then now we have a benchmark. What was the reason? We could go back into this file and see what was the reason, what caused it, so we don't do the same thing over and over and over again.
But I want to say respectfully, that is easier said than done. The history has shown that governments, particularly in the Caribbean, once they're in charge of something, it simply goes haywire.
What history will we move forward?
All right. So earlier, let me say. The next program will come up. Let me say thanks to Lennox Smith again.
People, of course, have a wonderful one.
Yeah, thanks to Lennox Smith again, Trinidad and Tobago, for bringing the clarity to you all again. Andy Williams, again, in no way against what went on yesterday. It was human service that the TTPS did yesterday. They had all right too. Officer Shabadi and all come and give his 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. All Andy do is reserve. He's saying kudos. My co-host say kudos to them. Many of you, including my good friend Ann Munsami Santa Cruz, is giving kudos to them. And by all right, I, Andy Williams, decide I am not giving no kudos for that good deed. It was a good deed. For that, my kudos will be publicly given to the TTPS based on the crime fighting mechanism aspect. When citizens want them and they get them within a certain timing, that is when my kudos will come in. So at least some people understand, some people won't, and who want to fight and looking for bacchanal and looking for this and looking for that will always put it that Andy ungrateful and you don't want to say kudos to them, or don't want to acknowledge a good deed. Come on, I already acknowledge a good deed. I'm just not giving them no kudos for the good deed. It is what it is. So hey, Lennox, tonight, corridor transformation, you all make sure lock on at 8 o'clock. Come up next, Mr. X and you don't know Stefan the man himself, but this big program off the record. Until tomorrow morning, please God, we are out.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, my lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we will sing. For big and for small in no time at all, prosperity. There's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit, unity somehow. If Trinidad ever needed you, is now.
Culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music.